Hello everyone and welcome. Hope you guys are all doing well. It's time for another late night stream, so my apologies. I know the hour is a little bit tricky for some of you guys, but had some stuff to take care of today. Little Wookie had to go to the vet, but don't worry, everything's fine. He just ate some food that didn't agree with him and we were a little bit concerned, but he is all good. The Nurgling is on the mend, and it's time for some business, man. We're getting in. We got Malekith, we have Archaon, Never Chosen, Turin, and Morker. Some pretty strong players in this group as well. Should be good. It's time to hail the mighty, baby. It is indeed. Tyrion is interesting. Yeah, he's not terrible. Yeah, overall, I mean, if you were really to look at the power level of these various lords, I mean, Morker is certainly up there with Archaon, probably. I mean, honestly, Archaon and Malekith, kind of in the same boat. Morker as well. Tyrion is probably considered to be the least competitive of the entire group, I would say. But yeah, he's got some cool niches, and in the hands of a good player, he can do pretty well for himself. You know, Tyrion's got really good dueling abilities, Sunfang is quite good, and Star of Avalorn, if somebody tries to goon him, you can straight up just win the game. So Tyrion does bring quite a bit to the table. So how's it going, Ben the Barman? We got Robert in here. Got the Mike. You almost got me with your last name again there. Well, I doubt that's actually your last name, but you get the picture. I know, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It's just how it goes. It's just how it goes. So we're getting pretty close to finishing the Legendary Lord Tourney. This is Group O, and after that there's 3 groups left, but unfortunately the other 2 groups are missing a couple replays. So what I'll probably do is have one stream and just jam the other 2 groups together. The other 3 groups, excuse me, and it'll be like, 14, 15 replays, give or take, and should be a fun stream. So we're doing it, man. We're doing it. Yeah, no, I know, Adam V. So yeah, the last time I used the intro, so it's using the soundtrack from Doom, the Doom game, and typically game soundtracks are fine on YouTube, right? But for some reason, I don't know, it looks like a false copyright claim. I don't know what it is, and honestly, fighting those on YouTube is just such a miserable affair. So yeah, it was weird. I got it didn't hurt my channel at all, but it just shares revenue with some random company. I just oh man, it's just, so I'm gonna have to it didn't affect any of the other videos I've ever used the Doom soundtrack in, just that last one. So it just kind of made me a little bit nervous. So we're just going to kind of pump our brakes there. And, my brother is a musician, so I'm probably going to have him write a custom song just for us that's kind of similar. And then we can use that for our intros as well. Luther Abel, a Haggard donation for the Haggard Lord. Haggard Dawn? Is that Dom? Haggard Dom? Haggard Dom. Oh, yes, the kingdom. Thank you, Luther. Appreciate that. I know, Garland. I'm sorry. It is an ungodly hour. It is an ungodly hour. I'm happy as long as Maximus wins no games, says Ben the Barman, who represented Tretch in our tournament. Maximus, of course, is playing Archaon the Ever Chosen. Yeah, it's weird. Usually game soundtracks are fair play. It's some game soundtracks are, some aren't. It's a very weird gray area. Because, obviously a lot of these companies want you to play their games, or at least, even, use their soundtracks, right? Because it's, free promotion to the game. But, yeah, it's very weird. And the company that, sent something in, it wasn't even the folks who did it. It was just a bunch of it seems like some really weird shady thing, but yeah, fighting that stuff on YouTube is horrible. It really isn't good for the creator. So I'm just whatever. I just muted it and we'll move on from there. Yeah. What time is it here? It's almost 7 o'clock here in the States, so this is a pretty good time. I'm quite awake here. We're gonna load into the first battle right now, which is gonna be the Beastmen, led by Tesla, facing off against Tyrion of Rohan, who is going to be led by the Rider of Rohan, here in chat, hanging out. Let's get this party started. No more games, man. Let's play. Let's do some Warhammer stuff. All right, so for the forces of Tyrion and the High Elves, it looks like it is going to be a Silver and Guard frontline. Ooh, pretty cool stuff. Silver and Guard, yeah. Against Ungors and Gors, these bad boys do have good armor. Against Minotaurs and Spawn, they have anti-large and good durability. I definitely think that's quite cool. So the front battle line is going to be Silver and Guard, backed up by Dragon Princes and Reavers, including the Fireborn, a Lifecaster, and a Sun Dragon. With Tyrion, I don't think it's going to be Foot Tyrion. No, it's going to be Horse Tyrion here. And Tyrion can certainly beat the brakes off Morker in a straight-up fight if you can get that engagement. Sunfang also quite good against Gors and Chaff units. You can use it to pretty much one-shot a unit of Ungor Raiders and things like that. So there you have it. Now for the forces here of the Beastmen, who are going to be led by Tesla. He's got Bestigor herds backed up by Ungor Spearmen. So double Bestigor. That is actually pretty strong tech against the Silver and Guard. Should be able to take them down. 2 Minotaurs with shields and a bunch of Razor Gors in the backfield. So a Beastman army, it looks like there are a couple Raiders, but no Centaurs. Usually you see some Centaurs with throwing axes in this matchup, but it looks like he's going for a very bullish rush, right? He's got the Bestigors, he's got the Minotaurs, all sorts of good stuff. Byron, thanks. The stream going at 12:50 p.m. on Saturday. I can dig it. Hey, I got you, man. You must be in, yeah, where are you from, man? What's your time zone? Thanks again for the donation. Australia. Very cool. Well, let's see how this battle goes. Let us know your predictions. Are you rooting for the dreaded Beastmen led by Tesla or the Rider of Rohan and Tyrion? The heir of Venarian, right? That's his whole jam. How's it going, Poison Ducky? So right now, the Reaver Archers going to be circling about, I would imagine, wanting to shoot the Minotaurs, but they are shielded Minotaurs, so those guys can certainly take shots much better than their cousins with great weapons or the basic Minotaurs. It also looks like some of the missiles from the Reaver Cavalry are going into the Bestigor herds and have picked off a model already. Not quite sure. It looks like these two might have been playing on a different unit scale. I'm seeing 120 models, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. It'll still be a fun battle. So here comes the Dragon Princes charging into the Bestigor herds. Bestigor is going to get hammered pretty good. Yeah, nice thunderous charge there. Bestigors have melee defense in the 20s, so they can take quite a pounding. Yeah, it looks like they're playing on a larger unit size, which is hopefully the rest of the games weren't played that way. But if they are, like I said, it doesn't like ruin it, but it's a different kind of balancing situation, so something to consider. Silver Guard in the front line, holding back. It looks like a Dragon Breath attack going into the Minotaurs. Pretty nice, actually. Takes out 2 Minotaurs right there, I think. No, it didn't take out any. The new numbers are messing with me. Looks like a Vile Tide going down on top of Silverin, but they have pretty good armor, like I said, as well as magic resist, so they're not going to take that too badly. But here, the Silverin Guard probably going to be overwhelmed. Bestigors and Razorgors flanking here, and an idle Reaver Cav in the back. He's charged by the Bacon, and the Bacon should be able to win that particular fight, so we'll see how that unfolds. And here, the Fireborn once again going to be slamming in, trying to really get into a pit fight here versus the Bestigors and all these elite Beastmen troops, but a little bit precarious for sure. I would say the Beastmen probably have a nice setup here with the Minotaurs in reserve, the 2 Ungor Raiders kind of poking in, Bestigors providing their consistent armor-piercing damage against this blob. A lot of scary stuff for sure. So what spells does the Bray Shaman Wild have? It looks like it has Vile Tide and Bray Scream. And Vile Tide does some okay damage, but you can see it's relatively ineffective against the Silverin Guard overall. And honestly, this High Elf army really doesn't have too many choices that it would be good against here. Now, Minotaurs are getting worn down. The Sun Dragon coming in does have 460 weapon strength. And Tyrion, the heir of Venarian, is here. Is he the heir of Venarian? What's his deal? Yeah, I'm not really sure. But anyways, Minotaurs here getting kind of worked down a bit. Balance of power is pretty damn even right now. Morker, the Shadowgave, has summoned 1 unit of Spawn, and I don't know if we've seen the second one yet, but the Spawn were used behind the Silverin Guard. It looks like that was actually the staff. I don't think that was the Spirit Essence of Chaos. So the Spawn definitely need to get active, and now they're going to be piling into the back of the Silverin Guard, and we will see what kind of damage they can do. So the High Elf Force is holding here quite bravely. Dragon Princes are very tanky, but again, you don't want them in sustained combat against troops like Bestigors, which do have, pretty good melee attack as well as weapon strength, good steady AP. So the Dragon Princes at this point with Tyrion are going to be pulling back, and they're getting their business going. Yeah, large is usually what you do. This is on the next unit size up, so you can see the model count is a little bit higher. It's okay. It's an honest mistake, and whatever. Both players have a bigger army, so it is what it is. So the High Elves have formed kind of a mobile goon squad. Now they're going to be slamming into the Raiders, but a good countercharge from the Minotaurs is going to be absorbing that charge, and Tesla is going to be pulling in the Ungor Spearmen to try and kind of counter this charge, while we do also have some Razorgors in the distance who've rampaged into the Illyrian Reavers, and they seem to be kind of blocking up the High Elf Cavalry pretty heavily. Now, as far as Tyrion goes, Tyrion is quite healthy, but it looks like the Beastmen are kind of pulling ahead in this battle. The entire Silverin Guard line has been kind of crumped and destroyed, and probably didn't really give that much of a fight back. Their damage output isn't that great, and so they probably did a little bit of a tickling against like the Ungor Spearmen. But the High Elves do have Tyrion, they still have the Dragon, but the Beastmen do have these 2 Raiders getting really, really nice fire. The Dragon itself only has 60 armor, so the Ungor Raider fire can put that nice steady DPS up into this big beastie. And Tyrion here, yeah, Faint Riposte is active. Insane combat stats. I mean, this dude is for real. 107, 96, he is going hard in the paint, but unfortunately, not going to be able to solo this entire army. And Morker, the Pimp Claw, just moving over there, but it is getting very, very close to army losses. So certainly a very good choice for the Beastmen to just ignore Tyrion, like outright, and go for everything else, because then you basically ignore the Star of Avalorn. And typically I do the same thing. Tyrion is a character that you can generally afford to ignore. You can screen him. One of the dogs is scratching on the door. My apologies. I'll take care of that in a minute. Yes, Lola, I'll be there. I'll let you in. She's like, let me back to my bed, Turin. I'm angry. But yeah, that looks like it's going to be it. There's no false inflation. Army losses should be kicking in relatively soon. The caster is going to be shattering, and Tyrion is going to be the last man standing, and he does not get to proc his Star of Avalorn. Pretty unfortunate for sure. A pretty cool army in theory. I feel like, though, if you want to go cavalry base like this, you should just cut the Silverin Guard and go like full skirmish, because this gives the Beastmen something to just farm and get value from. Whereas if you want to do like cavalry, kiting, trying to force the Beastmen into weird engagements, just getting even more Reavers and cavalry and Silverhelms would probably be a little bit more of a fluid solution. It kind of felt like it was halfway in for like a skirmish fight build and halfway into like a standard stationary build, but it was good. Yes, the Beastmen, the Bray Herd, the Happy Moos are here. Come on, Lola. Come on, Lola. Go to your bed, darling. Get on. There you go. All right. She's like, I'm happily back to my bed now. Let me get the beast over here. My dog is rooting for the Beastmen. She's quite happy about that. So let's hear the happy cow noises. Tesla, of course, one of the strongest Beastmen players in the entire community, really showing that he's got some hooves. Yeah, it was a cool army. Bestigors were an interesting tech piece against the Silverin Guard. Maybe he was expecting those. Bestigors you don't see too often. Razor Zone Minotaurs and all that other stuff, fairly standard there. So now for the High Elf army, pretty cool in theory. Silverin Guard, I've had success with them, but again, the Silverin Guard were kind of left to their own devices, and yeah, they can hold, but if there's no anvil to really, push the things off them, eventually they will get ground down by the Beastmen and Morker and all that kind of stuff. GG, well played there in the first match. Now, Morker, 1 win, High Elves, no wins at the moment. We'll be moving on to the Witch King, facing off against Archaon, the Ever-Chosen. Should be quite a bit of fun as we get ready for our next battle here. Bacon for the Grease Gods, yes, of course. I mean, we're getting it all, Goji. We're getting it all. Fun first game. Fun first game indeed. So now we need to find Malekith versus Archaon the Ever-Chosen. So, Malekith is being played by Xiphos of Clan ODM, and the Warriors of Chaos are going to be led by the great Maximus Decimus of Clan XMT. So we do have a bit of a subtle duel between clans here, which is always a good time. Let's see what they bring. Every Beastman army. Yeah, I mean, Beastmen have a pretty simple roster. Yeah, I mean, they needed like a DLC, and I mean, obviously they've pretty much never been updated, so aside from their initial content they got. So the next match here is going to be between the Witch King, Malekith, led by Xiphos, facing off against Maximus Decimus of Clan XMT, and it looks like the Warriors of Chaos are going to be coming in with the dreaded double Hell Cannon. So Hell Cannon against Skirmish, pretty good. And Dark Elves almost always skirmish here. Repeater crossbows, Scourge Runners. So basically you can sit the Hell Cannons on top of the Dark Riders if you want. You can shoot at Cavalry. They kind of have like a weird heat-seeking missile angle that they can get in there and do some good damage. So we'll see how it goes. So Archaon's going to be here, Burning Head and Fireball. Front battle line is Marauders with Mirror Guard. Double Hell Cannon in the back. Exalted Hero up in the sky with the Mark of Khorne to give him the Insane Troll Posse, ITP, immune to Psychology. And a lot of skirmishers. Obviously, you need Marauder Horsemen to fight Repeater Crossbows and just kind of give you some battlefield control. So we will see. I will do another large funds tournament someday. Yes, I will indeed. So for the Dark Elves and Xiphos, he does have Malekith up in the sky, double Scourge Runners here on the ground, Repeater Crossbows, things that are very, very much staples in this matchup. Something else that's pretty cool to see, though, is the Blackheart Corsairs with handbows. Coldwood Knights into the distance. Looks like 3 in total, and that is it for the Druchii army on top of 1 random Dread Spear here on the far side. So let us know you're rooting for the Three-Eyed King or the Witch King, Malekith or Archaon the Ever-Chosen. Fireball coming in there. It looks like he just barely missed those Scourge Runners. Pretty unfortunate for sure, but so far the skirmishing is going okay. Hell Cannons appear to be shooting at the Repeater Crossbows. I can't quite tell. Granted, they might get more value shooting at the Blackheart Corsairs there in the back. A little bit hard to say, though. Obviously, this stuff's right up in your face. You want to deal with it, and, the Hell Cannons might make some good contact. You can see, yeah, look at the seeking on that. Oh, they're actually shooting at Malekith, which I think is a minor misplay. I think you got to be shooting at the more, the easier targets here on the ground to try and get some value. So Chaos Warhounds pushing forward with the Exalted Hero, more Warhounds as well. And now Xiphos has sounded, oh my god, do you see that? Hell Cannon shot, it went like under him and then it went back up. That's pretty crazy. Time 6 speed tournament. Oh man, that's going to be some serious stuff. Now, a little bit of a catch here. The Warhounds do get on top of the Scourge Runner. Might be able to nibble down some models. It looks like there's going to be a follow-up from the Exalted Hero, but he's got to be careful. He's picking a really big fight, going to do battle with the Witch King. Now, Malekith will win this fight pretty decisively using the Soul Stealer. Ooh, really nice gaze of Malice there on the ground, too. He peels off both of those Warhounds right there. That was a thing of beauty. And, though the Scourge Runner does get quite damaged in the process. So overall, probably a relatively even trade. And it looks like Malekith is going to be opting to withdraw from that duel in the skies. So far, Warriors of Chaos probably getting some, I wouldn't say far superior engagements here in the beginning, but they're certainly doing okay. Now, Hell Cannon switch onto Coldwood Knights, picks off about 5 or 6 models right there. Very, very strong. And in the front, the Coldwood Knights going to be pushing into the Mirror Guard. Mirror Guard should take that like champ, so very, very durable. And these are the anti-large cavalry, so their bonus versus large will not help them. And you can actually see they take some pretty substantial casualties in that engagement. So far, the forces of the Three-Eyed King holding quite firm against the Druchii rush. Malekith got poked by the Hell Cannons, apparently, and also by the Marauders. But you have to remember, this is a Hell Cannon build, and as with the case of many Hell Cannon builds, it's very easy to kind of lose your back line because you invest so much money in these big, expensive artillery pieces. And Xiphos just comes in here with his Repeater Crossbows, and he starts dropping some big blasts. So you can see the Dark Riders really ripping some big shots into the... Oh, that's so disgusting. Oh, man, into the Hell Cannons here. But a nice play by Maximus. He does send in the Marauder Horseman to kind of screen him out. Looks like there might be a Burning Head or some sort of witchcraft here. Yes, Burning Head going down. looks like it might actually be a little bit of friendly fire, but Archaon does have Malekith kind of in an engagement here where Malekith does not want to be fighting, and he also gets charged by the Exalted Hero, so the Witch King getting a nice Soul Stealer on the Demon's View as well as the Mirror Guard. So the Demon's View are active, but Malekith might actually be going in the can here. And it looks like Warriors of Chaos are holding. Their Hell Cannon is gone to the back, which is very painful. Zyphos able to slip through some Blackheart Corsairs through the opening in the front line, and the other Hell Cannon is about to be attacked by the Chaos Marauders. Now, many engagements going very, very well for the Warriors of Chaos, and you can see the bounce of power is reflecting that. But like I said, one good Soul Stealer, both Hell Cannons being compromised. Suddenly, the Chaos Army basically just has Marauders and Chaff units, and things are looking a little bit grim, right? Nice little fireball there from Archaon the Everchosen going into Malekith, kind of tickling the hide of his mighty dragon Seraphon. And the Exalted Hero, insatiated here, or infuriated, or well, I don't know what the proper term would be, but yeah, pissed off, basically. The Mark of Khorne. He's hunting down Malekith, and, you know, he's taking out that sweet, sweet rage. Other Hell Cannon, the Chaos Dwarf DLC, is going to be fighting here, and unfortunately, the Blackheart Corsairs easily going to be able to shank this unsupported DLC as these poor Chaos Dwarfs start running for the hills. So, good night, sweet princes. You will be missed. You will be missed indeed. So both Hell Cannons offline, and you can see with that, Zyphos does kind of pull ahead on the bounce of power. With the Hell Cannons being gone, that means that the Dark Elf missiles can kind of take more of a stable engagement. They can start poking, and the Warriors of Chaos don't really have anything they can do against the poke, right? So the Repeater Crossbows, the Corsair Handbows, the Scourge Runners, all of them at this point. Incensed, yes, that is the word. Thank you so much. That's what I was thinking, but the brain, you know, doesn't always want to work, so... Archaon up in the skies, running from the Exalted Hero once again. Another good fireball from the Three-Eyed King here on the ground. But it looks like a Soul Stealer going in response. Not going to be the craziest Soul Stealer, although it does hit both the characters here, which is pretty good. And Zyphos is starting to pull ahead in this game, really showing that he's a tenacious tournament player, and he certainly got some teeth here. So the Blackheart Corsair Handbows now going to be getting attacked by Archaon, but Chaos's army is just looking so bare bones. We have some Marauders here, some very tattered horsemen around the map trying their best, the Exalted Hero. The only way I can really see the Dark Elves throwing this is if somehow Malekith were to land somewhere and Archaon were to come in with the Exalted Hero and kill him, and then maybe, just maybe, it could go a little bit better. Anyways, Archaon being chased down by the Corsair Handbows, or at least he's chasing them, I can't really tell. It's a little bit of a circus. The mighty Chaos Dowie, the pride of his people. Oh, well, not so much. He's down. I was about to give him like a big hype speech and talk about how he was gonna, you know, cancel the apocalypse here, but in the end, he's the one who gets wrecked a little bit. Malekith getting a fireball to the dome once again. The fireballs certainly have been on point this game, but the Dark Elf skirmish is in full effect. The Exalted Hero up here in the sky. Man's Corsairs, you know, got some speed, but probably not enough to mitigate all the firepower coming in, despite some decent juking here from Maximus Decimus. And the Witch King probably sitting on one more Soul Stealer, probably saving it for Archaon as well as that Exalted Hero here in the fourth quarter of this game. We will see indeed. We will see. Dreadspear is poking down the Lord of the End Times. As far as value accrued, let's go ahead and see he's got up to 1,500, so not a terrible performance from him. Another fireball coming in. He hits Malekith right in the face. He's down to 1,400 HP, but the Exalted Hero is broken. And now Malekith, is he thinking about diving here? Looks like he might want to go in on Archaon. Maybe he's trying to get right overhead to get a breath attack. Yep, it is. Zyphos going for the breath attack downtown. It looks like it does kind of slightly bathe Archaon, but in the end, Maximus is able to juke that, and the damage will be more or less mitigated. So, Lord of the End Times bouncing back and forth here. Let's see what he can find. It looks like he's looking to hunt down the Dark Rider Repeater Crossbows. But really, a bit of a foregone conclusion. Archaon is obviously a very powerful, expensive character, so the bounce power does reflect that, but there is no way he's going to be able to deal with all of this. Gaze of Malice going down. Nice one right there. It tickles the hide of those Marauders. Archaon and his Demon's Spew. The Demon's Spew have that nice Nurgle aura to lower the melee attack of nearby units, which is quite cool. And you can see the melee attack of the Dreadspears is currently 21. But Malekith going in for the kill. Trying to probably just close out the game. Standard Ground is active here, and the Dragon does do that weird leaping attack. But Archaon has the Slayer of Kings popped. 844. Malekith might pay the troll toll if he's not careful. But Zyphos does intercept with the chariots and is able to get Malekith back. Good control right there. That could have been a bit of a disaster, to say the least. So there they go. Archaon once again sitting there with the Slayer of Kings, kind of you know, just hanging out, waiting for his demise here at the hands of the Witch King. And army loss has kicked in for the Warriors of Chaos, and that is going to be a victory for the Witch King and the Dark Elves and Zyphos. So, as far as the current state of this group goes, Zyphos and the Dark Elves, as well as the Beastmen and Tesla, are 1-0. Maximus Decimus, as well as the Rider of Rohan, so Turin and Archaon the Everchosen, are basically in the pits right now. But again, early here in the group stages, they can certainly climb their way out, and we'll get this party going. So guys, thanks again for joining. How you all doing? You guys doing good? Value accrued. Cool army here by Zyphos. You know, traditional elements, right? You know, skirmishing, a little bit of anti-large to kind of control the open field while you skirmish. Interesting choice, though, of the Corsair handbows. I actually like that. I thought it was kind of cool. Look at the value. Holy shit. 1,300, 1,100, and 830. These Corsair handbows. You see, I wouldn't have really thought to bring them in this matchup. You'd think they would be inefficient against Chaos Warriors and Marauders and things like that, but clearly they did a good job doing God knows what. But I guess they got back there and killed the Hell Cannons. Zardar, a ×3 game speed tournament? Oh, that's actually a really fun idea. Yeah, why don't you do it, Zardar? I would happily support you, but if you want me to do it, you know, I don't want to steal your idea. I think that's really fun. But if you want me to do it in your honor, I will. Oh my god, that would be some insane shit. That would really put my commentary, my raffle or auction commentary to the test. Hell Cannon with 500. 500 here. The double Hell Cannons, especially on Pillar Bone. You see, if you're on like a big map, like Oakenhammer or Altdorf Outskirts or any of the other maps they had access to, that would have been a whole different beast, right? But in this case, yeah, the Hell Cannons, it was just too small of a map for them to be effective, in my opinion. All right, let's load into the next one. Where do we move? We're in the same place. Yeah, we ended up just staying here, so the move didn't work out too well. It did not work out too well. The Legendary Lords tournament is upon us. Morker with his pimp claw there. That's actually a pretty cool art of Morker, but I think Malekith probably has one of the coolest pictures there. Look at that Archaon with the Bloodthirster in the background. Yeah. Very, very neat stuff. I could definitely do some very fast commentary. As long as I'm like warmed up, I could bang it out pretty quick. 4v4s, huh? You know, maybe we'll do some team games tonight. Yeah. After we finish the group stage, maybe we'll do an FFA to start things off, and then maybe we'll do some like 2v2s and that sort of stuff and have fun. Dude, I could totally talk like an auctioneer. If you give me like an hour to warm up my voice and just kind of get things rolling, oh, 100%. Dude, I could do it. I could do it for sure. I mean, I wouldn't be as good as like a professional auctioneer, but I could get up there. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead here. A lot of the guys who do like mainstream esports commentary for like Overwatch and Call of Duty, those guys have really, really, they can bullet out their speech for sure. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and find this. Which replay did we get? Yep. It's good. So next up, we will have the High Elves versus the Dark Elves. So this is do or die for the Rider of Rohan. If the Witch King is able to win this, Malekith will more or less 100% be advancing, and if the High Elves lose it, they're most likely eliminated, unless there is a dreaded three-way tie for second place in which they all advance, and then they go to an elimination round where they get worse seeding, basically, and they have to fight one another, which is pretty funny. So, yeah, it's going to be good. Horse racing commentator. Ooh, that'd be fun. That would be fun indeed. So let me grab some water here real quick. Yeah, MOBA casters are insane. Yeah, for sure. Those guys really bang it out. I'm going to grab some water. I'll be back in just a second. The next match is loading in, and thanks again for joining, guys. All right, guys, we're back. Let's do it. Let's switch into the battle. Dark Elves versus High Elves, and I have to say, Zypho certainly has a treat in store for all of you. So let's go ahead and see what that treat is. Let us see. I imagine you were just a constant ball of energy when you were a kid, bane of teachers. No, quite the opposite. I was really quiet, really shy, and I really, really was a nervous kid. I kept to myself. It wasn't until high school that things kind of changed. When I got to my sophomore year of high school, about 15 years old, everything changed. I became more outgoing. I obviously hit my growth spurt, so I started to look like less childish. But my whole life, I was a very shy kid. I stayed in. I did do sports and whatnot, but I was very shy and quiet. Yeah. I definitely like had huge anxiety of like public speaking. Yeah, serious stuff. All right. Looks like we're good to go. So for the forces here of the Druki, led by Malekith, the Witch King, and Zyphos, we have Malekith on his Velociraptor, but guys, we have a Bloodrack Medusa. Super exciting. We almost never... Look at that snake. That thing is super pissed off. We got a snake down there, Bloodrack Medusa. Should be fun. I mean, the Medusa is pretty terrible, generally speaking, especially against High Elves. Archers can kill it super quick, but we'll see how it goes. Very eager to see how this thing performs. Dark Rider, Repeater Crossbows, double Scourge Runner Chariot. Backfield is going to be Corsair Infantry, so Xiphos really trying to market those Corsairs and make them a little bit more desirable to the open market. Cold Knights are in the backfield, and that is it for the Dark Elf army. And now for the forces here of the Rider of Rohan, Tyrion, dueling his nemesis. Oh, it is going to be foot Tyrion. Oh, if only Malekith was on foot, they could actually have these syncing animations when they fight. But alas, we can't do it. Illyrian Reavers, Dragon Princes in the back with Silver Helms, a single Flamespire Phoenix, Rangers, backed by Archers, and the Pyrmane Company. But it is going to be foot Tyrion. And he's also backed up here by the Lore Master of Hoth. I think Foot Tyrion is so badass. He has some really, really cool attack animations. And he does actually have, if you guys have never seen it, he does have some synced animations that he has with Malekith if they're dueling both on foot. But if Malekith on his Velociraptor, unfortunately, they will not have those bad boys. Yeah, I know, pretty wild. So here we do get the Reaver Cavalry chasing down the Repeater Crossbows. So it looks like Xiphos does get the better of that trade. Granted, as the Reaver Cavalry do chase the Dark Riders, they might be able to get some decent value because the Repeater Crossbows can't run and shoot, whereas the Reavers can both chase and shoot as well as run and shoot. So we'll see how that unfolds here. Malekith in the meantime, oh man, really, really nasty. So basically the Rider of Rohan had his archers in a relatively tight formation, which means that Malekith got a really nasty Gaze of Malice and was able to just punish these archers super badly. So that's a really devastating way to start the game for sure. The Medusa just kind of poking, wasting some of the ammunition from the archers with some juking. And it looks like the Medusa did get some decent shots here into the Rangers in the beginning of the battle. So we will see how it goes indeed. You think Tyrion would be played by Henry Cavill? I actually think that Tyrion would be played by the guy who plays... yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, the actor who plays Jaime Lannister, I think he would basically be like a Tyrion type character. Henry Cavill, I think would be... I don't know. It's hard to say. We had a whole video on this. We had Henry Cavill as Karl Franz, which would be pretty epic for sure. I mean, there's all sorts of cool options. Now, it looks like the High Elves may be looking to force an engagement here with the Dragon Princes on the flank. However, the Scourge Runners and Cold Knights and Spears are waiting quite happily to greet them. A little bit of a stalemate right now. Both players kind of taking a very cautious approach as the Dark Elves continue to skirmish and use their Scourge Runners to pick apart the mobile elements of the High Elf army. But certainly the High Elves have gotten the worst end of this exchange so far with the Gaze of Malice going down here. And you can see the High Elf Skirmish Corps is much more beat up than the Dark Elves, who've taken a little bit of damage on their Scourge Runner. But overall, the fighting efficiency of this Dark Elf Missile Corps is still very, very strong here. So Medusa, though, getting popped by the Archers, able to rip a couple shots. Looks like it was shooting into the Archers here and was able to finish them. And so far, the Medusa has accrued how much value? Look at that, 229. Not messing about one bit. Tyrion is Alan Rickman. Is Alan Rickman the guy who plays Snape? Or am I thinking of someone else? I'm probably wrong. Yeah, the Medusa actually can do some huge damage. In one of my campaigns recently, I was using the Medusa, and it actually was doing some pretty cool work. I was very, very happy with it. Now, Malekith here, he gets a little bit caught up here. He just moves and kind of drops micro for a second, and Tyrion appears to get a single shank on him, and there's also going to be a big bird coming in, but Malekith, maybe it was a classic playing possum here. So the Corsair Infantry going to fight Pyrmane Company, obviously going to be a pretty big fight for the Pyrmane. They'll win that. However, Malekith is just trying to bait a Soul Stealer. On top of that, Cold Knights collapsing from every angle, and this could be the doom of the High Elves, because of course you guys know the biggest trick in the playbook of the Dark Elves is Soul Stealer. That's coming in, nails Pyrmane Company, nails Tyrion, hits the bird, hits pretty much all the high value units in the High Elf army just got nailed by that Soul Stealer, which is very painful. Spears fighting Spears, bit of a wet noodle contest in the backfield. We have Corsair Infantry moving in, but Cold Knights here were taken out by the High Elf forces, so the Dragon Princes were able to get a good pick. And now they're going to bounce over here, and the High Elves are getting some good value picks. Cold Knights going down here. Most likely both Scourge Runner chariots could be trapped and potentially killed here. So a lot of value being accrued here, and the High Elf force still holding somewhat firm here. Pyrmane Company giving Guardian to Tyrion, as well as the Lore Master of Hoth and all these different units is very, very good value for sure. Bounce Fire is a little bit Dark Elf favored though. Obviously the Soul Stealer was very strong. Repeater Crossbows are getting massive value into the Dragon Princes. And you can also see that the Medusa is sitting here, and the Medusa is also picking off Dragon Prince models with its ranged attack. And if the Medusa didn't have such bad issues with obstruction, that was so cool looking. Did you guys see it? Just blast that Dragon Prince off. Yeah, really, really badass looking. What I was going to say, though, is if Medusas didn't have the issue with line of sight, if, for example, they could shoot up and over and they had better arcs of fire, I think they would actually be something that Dark Elf players from time to time might consider bringing. I'm not saying they would, but it'd certainly make them worth consideration. So the High Elf army really pushed back on many fronts. The only kind of epicenter of action the High Elves have is Tyrion here, as well as the Pyrmane Company and the Lore Master of Hoth. But They're fully surrounded. The Flamespire Phoenix did not get its rebirth ability. It looks like the repeater crossbows were able to kind of put that guy down into the can. And it looks like Xiphos once again showing that he is the true Witch King here. And the Witch King of France, as he's able to push back the High Elf forces and most likely claim victory here in this game. Bounce of Power getting to the point of no return. Once again, poor Tyrion isn't going to get to use his Heart of Avalorn. And the Witch King and Tyrion do duel here in the pits. If only they were both on foot, we could have had such glory, such good times could have come. Ray says, biggest trick in the book? You mean the only trick in the book? Well, you know what? Some Dark Elf players do like to use Supreme Sorceress with Lore of Fire occasionally, and sometimes Lore of Death in different matchups. But yes, I agree with you that Soul Stealer is the most important factor in the Dark Elf roster. It's just so good. Without it, I think they would struggle in a lot of matchups. So, all right, guys, GG, well played. Xiphos, the Witch King of France, claiming victory once again, pretty much guaranteeing that he does advance. So Xiphos is 2-0. Rider of Rohan is 0-2 right now. But if Rider of Rohan were to win his next game and everyone else were to have the similar fate, they could have a three-way tie for second place, in which case they will all advance to the next round. And basically we just have a tiebreaker to have them duke it out there, which would be quite a bit of fun. So there you have it. There you have it, my friends. GG, well played. Now let us go ahead and get ready for the next game. Oh, you guys probably want to see some value. Some Xiphos value here on your boy Malekith. 2,400. Repeater crossbow is obviously huge. Scourge Hunters over 1,000 apiece. Medusa did okay at 800, and Tyrion got 1,000 at least, and so did the Lord Master of Hoeth. But in the end, that is going to be it. And there you go. So intro graphic as we load back in. Let's get this going, man. Let's do it. Let us do it. All right, so next game. We've gotten through 3 games so far. 3 of 6 in this particular group. Now we could do an Archaon game. Yes, I think Archaon the Ever-Chosen is needed here in this battle. Very good. So next up, we're going to have Archaon the Ever-Chosen facing off against Morkr the Shadowgave. Did we already do that one? I don't think so. Just losing track of time here. There it is. Yes. So the Beastmen versus Warriors of Chaos might as well be the two Beastmen factions, 2 Chaos factions. You guys get the picture. Ishmael, got any more of those Wookiee? No more Wookiee stories right now. Proceeds to scratch arms and neck nervously. No, poor little Wookiee, yeah. He's been having trouble the past few days. We took him to the vet today, and yeah, they got him on some medicine. He ate some food, I guess, that was just not great. I mean, just like humans, dog food can also, have some issues with it, so... He's starting to feel better, though. They got him on some medicine. They did some stuff to help hydrate him, and they're going from there. So, thank you so much, Ishmael. And Samson, finally got a PS5 after fighting with bots, scalpers, and people, but now another hard thing to get. RTX, yeah. Who was telling me that? Was it Italian Spartacus was talking about like how hard it is to get those right now? Like that type of equipment? It's crazy. Samson, thank you so much for the donation. And I'll be back in just a moment. All right, guys, we're back on the menu. It's time. Warriors of Chaos, led by the Three-Eyed King and Maximus, facing off against the Beastmen. Oh, coming in the Beastmen colors now. All right, this man knows how to live. And he's going to be led by Tesla of Clan BBB. Should be quite a bit of fun. Milk and Cookies Total War was having trouble with all kinds of stuff. I think his RTX 390 was one of them. Oh, that's too bad. Hey, Turin, I remember you saying you're reading the Gotrek and Felix series. I have, but I haven't read in a long time. We're just getting settled back in, so I'll be reading again soon, yeah. But currently, I'm on Vampire Slayer. That's the book of the Gotrek and Felix series I am in. So the battle is underway for the Beastmen. More Bestigor herds, and we do have Bacon in the back. Of course, this army looks almost identical to the army we saw against the High Elves earlier. But this time we have a Gorbel and a Shadowcaster, so some minor fluctuations. But for the most part, Bestigors can do okay against Warriors of Chaos. Because a lot of Warriors of Chaos players these days do really like to use halberds in this matchup to deal with minotaurs and spawn. So as a counter tech, if you come in as the Beastmen player and you bring Bestigor herds, you can actually crush those halberds pretty badly in a fight, which I think is quite good. Khalida hasn't been up, but Khalida will be going up next. Yeah, so Khalida will be in one of the next groups. I think Khalida is in a group with like Lord Skrolk and yeah, and a Vampire Count Lord. I can't quite remember, but there's a couple of fun ones. Yeah, and Isabella von Karstein. It's a pretty good group. It should be quite a bit of fun. So, yeah, pretty similar army. Razorgors, Bestigors, a couple Raiders just to kind of poke down single targets and enemy spawn. And for the Warriors of Chaos, we do have a Halberd front line. Now, Halberds will perform okay against Bestigors, but they do lose that fight. So you have to be a little bit conscious to kind of support them. And here you can see some Chaos Marauders are being sent to their doom. So Bestigor is 100% going to be massacring these guys. And it is going to be Khalida. I don't think Khalida's had the stream. Yeah, we haven't had Khalida yet. Yeah, Khalida will be up. There are some pretty fun battles there. So, Chaos Marauders getting absolutely massacred by Bestigors, who of course have amazing shock damage, charge bonus of 35. Now the Halberds are going to be suffering the same fate. Look at that, really good enfeebling foe coming in from the Beastmen as well, nullifying the effectiveness of the Chaos Warriors even further as the Bestigors really chop through them. Brutal damage. And on top of that, the Beastmen do use the dreaded spawn summon, but it looks like there's going to be a burning head from Archie. Might have been overcasted, does some good damage. Ooh, nice burning head right there, baby. Going all the way through the Zungor Spearman herd. That is some really good damage. Now, as far as the rest of the engagements go, Bestigor is really proving to be value city here, as the looks like he has 3 Bestigors or 4? Looks like 3 in total. But the Bestigor is crushing the Chaos Warrior front line. Balance of power is pretty even, but again, you have to remember there are Chaos spawn in the battlefield. But oh, this could be the turning of the tide. The Exalted Heroes with the Hellfire Sword, giving them fire damage against Morkar, who's already very squishy and weak to fire. Morkar, the Shadowgave, is being taken out by the Exalted Heroes with the double Hellfire Sword. Look at this damage coming in. Absolute brutality. Will Morkar fall? It looks like it. He is shattered, and the Beastmen are leaderless. So despite the Bestigors getting some huge value here early in the game, it looks like the Beastmen Lord just got absolutely shit-canned. Those Exalted Heroes did so much damage with their Hellfire Swords. I mean, their stat line in terms of weapon strength with Mark of Khorne is 500. It's better than a lot of Legendary Lords. And then you stack the Hellfire Sword for the fire damage on top of that against Morkar. You're adding another, what, 25% on top of that 500 weapon strength? That is a brutal amount of damage, especially considering Morkar doesn't really have any way to, you know, give himself any armor. So he's going to be taking it like a champ. So with that happening, I don't see too many ways that the Beastmen are going to be able to come back. I mean, I would be really impressed. The Gorbel, of course, is a factor. Gorbel head-to-head probably would have a good fight against an Exalted Hero, but with 2 Exalted Heroes, I just don't see Gorbel being able to carry that. On top of that, Archaon is helping his Halberds win the losing fights. Of course, like you saw, Halberds do lose to the Bestigors, but, you know, with proper support and, you know, gooning like that, dude, that was a steel chair. 100%. That was an RKO out of nowhere. So, Exalted Heroes pulling away. Don't want to fight the Gorbel. Just, you know, unify with Archaon, form a blob with your Halberds, and then use your single entities to outghoul the Gorbel in those different units. So, we'll see how this goes. The Gorbel space program is in full effect. Ungor Raiders getting a nice peppering volley here into the Chaos Warriors, and despite the armor, they're still not shielded, so the little kind of poking damage can add up here. Again, this would be a very impressive comeback if Tesla were able to do it. Balance of power is Chaos favored, but it's not point of no return. There still are opportunities for the Warriors of Chaos to make some blunders, right? So for example, if they land a character, let it get surrounded by the Razorgors and by a Gorbel and it gets killed, like I said, there's still ways for that to happen, but as far as the overall state of the game goes, you know, Maximus Decimus is certainly in a little bit more of a commanding position, so we'll see how this unfolds. So here they come. Exalted Heroes pushing in, going after the Bray Shaman. Bray Shaman here is getting pretty close to breaking as well, and the gooning train does continue. Now the Gorbel can't even really come over here and help, because if it does, Archaon is here as well. Hellfire Sword's active once again, and it looks like the Bray Shaman is shattered. And the Beastmen going to be rushing in with one last desperate push, getting those Razorgors active. But the Hellfire Swords, putting these bad boys up to 620. Gorbel is spent off to space. The first to go to the moon here, as he does tumble away here. Nice burning head too. It won't do a ton of damage, but it will tank the leadership of the Beastmen here. And actually, you know what? It might actually go into those Ungors, those unfortunate collateral damage Ungors in the back. Get wrecked, and with that, a mass exodus of the Beastmen forces. They are fleeing the scene. They are fleeing the scene of a very brutal crime here. And the 2 Exalted Heroes chasing down the Gorbel. That should be army losses here in a second. Doesn't look like there's much of a chance for the Beastmen, as there's still a fair amount of Halberds, and the Gorbel will be the last piece of the board to fall. So, GG, well played. Maximus with an ultimate gooning build. It paid off. Morkar, I mean, look, Tesla could have won that if Morkar had been more protected by the Razorgors as well as the Gorbel, but at the end of the day, he was not. And he got the business. He got the business indeed. Holy shit, a huge donation coming in. Sorry I missed this during the game, but a huge donation from Ruin. I hate moving. Your experience here sounds even more shit than usual. My condolences, man. Here's the help. Also, thanks for all you do for the community and us fans. Dude, Ruin, holy shit, man. That is super generous. Let's hear a round of applause for your boy, Ruin. 115 bucks. Thank you so much. Mega generous. And again, I hope it wasn't much of a burden on you, man. Hopefully that was some expendable income from your stimulus or something. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Mega generous donation. So now you guys can let the sad cow noises flow. The Beastmen taking an L right there. You know, so right now the Beastmen and the Warriors of Chaos are both 1-1. Currently, the High Elves, I believe, are 0-2. And Malekith is 2-0 right now. So there is actually the foundation for a three-way tie, which would be really, really unfortunate. But if so, then all three advance into a tiebreaker round, which we'll be having and doing our thing there. So, all right. Archaon 2,000 value, Exalted Heroes 1,600 and 1,500 respectively, and that's pretty much everything of note there. For the Beastmen, you know, Best Scores did okay until Morkur died, and then everything just kind of fell apart. So the 115 and 85 cents, I will not forget it. I will not. Never forget. All right, so let's go ahead here. Prepare the next game. I am dreading a three-way tie. We did show Archaon's value. It was I don't know, like 1,500, too close to 2,000, I think, something like that. And perfect. Yep. So we have 2 games left in this group. We have Tesla of the Shadowgave facing off against the Witch King Xiphos. And then we also have the Rider of Rohan facing off against the Warriors of Chaos. The memes continue. The memes continue indeed. And next up, we will do the Beastmen versus Xiphos. So the Witch King taking it to the Beastmen, and we'll see how this unfolds. You will see, my friends. Hopefully it's not a three-way tie. I really hope not. But it could be. Lady Turn in chat saying, yay, at least part of Wookiee's veterinary bill will be covered. Yeah, man, vets are so expensive. It's crazy. They're like, yeah, we need to give your dog a shot of just a basic, you know, a basic painkiller or something. That's going to be $150. It's like, whoa, man. It's like, oh, you don't have doggy insurance? I'm sorry. Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild indeed. I have to say about this group too, something that's been very cool is actually seeing how these players actually play on maps other than the Pillar of Bone, which is something that's pretty uncommon, but it is what it is. So going to be hanging out here, guys, having a quick drink of water while we chill out. Yeah. I know, poor Wookiee. He's been having a hard couple days, but he's all taken care of now. They got him on his medicine. They gave him a hydration kit, and he's good. Poor little guy. Yeah. It's just crazy how expensive it is. Yeah, no, for sure. Oh, Robert June. Yeah, no, vets are definitely medical professionals. It's not like the veterinary charge is one thing, right? Like, so they'll charge you a couple $100s to see the dog, but on top of that, for like every little treatment you need, it's like it really stacks up. Like, yeah, it's expensive. Just say my dog can take the pain. We would never do that to our little Wookiee. Yeah. Yeah, little guy. He's our little buddy. He has to pretend to croak like once a year, just to like stress Anna and I out, just to keep us on our toes, and then he recovers and everything's fine. So, yeah. All right, guys, and here we are. The battle is underway. Let's do it to it. We got Malekith facing off against Morkur the Shadowgave. And the Duel of Duels, the Witch King currently undefeated. And man, Xiphos bringing in some cool units for sure. There actually is insurance for doggies. Yeah, it helps quite a bit. We have some sort of a plan with our other dog at a different place, but it still is quite expensive for sure. Yeah, quite expensive for sure. So we got the Bloodrack Shrine. The Bloodrack Shrine, I actually have seen this. I think I saw Felcon doing this. So it does have a couple debuffs, which are pretty cool, and also buffs for nearby allies. We got Malekith up in the sky, a bunch of spears, Corsair handbows, and it looks like it is going to be the triple black guard for sure. So there are 3 of those bad boys, and that is it indeed. Yeah, it's not like having to get an ambulance in the United States. I know, I remember seeing a bunch of memes about like people just like not calling an ambulance. They just like suffer just because of the cost, right? Yeah, if there's like a lapse in your insurance, it's like, oh yeah, here's a 20 grand bill or something. It's insane, yeah. Somebody in chat says anxious moo noises. Oh, I love that so much. And now for the forces here of the Beastmen. It's going to be Ungor Raiders into the sunset, so it's going to be 3 in total. We got Ungor Spearman herd in the front, Bray Shaman with Vile Tide, and it looks like, yeah, Vile Tide as well as Bray Scream. Morkur, a single Cygor as well. I actually like the Cygor against Dark Elves because Blackguard are very common, and immediately you can see the Cygor here of the Shadowgave and Tesla are able to get some decent value against the Blackguard, you know, taking out a couple models, doing about 5 to 8% HP damage, and another boulder right in the face there is pretty brutal for sure. Pretty brutal indeed. Now, I would imagine Malekith may be coming over here. Cygors are very slow. They only have 39 speed. So what Malekith will probably do is he's going to sit on top of the Cygor, wait for it to get stationary, and then maybe use a breath attack. Oh, wow. He's actually going in to attack the Cygor. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works out. Now, Malekith probably... Okay. Zypho's calculating here. He knows the Beastmen are probably going to swarm with Centaurs. He has his Dark Riders nearby. He has another unit of Dark Riders kind of waiting in the wings. So if the Beastmen do collapse and try and surround Malekith, what's going to happen is they're going to get Soul Stealered in the frickin' face, and they're going to have a very, very bad time. So here comes the Gaze of Malice. Gaze of Malice going to be popping these Ungor. Nice Gaze of Malice. Not too much damage, but certainly does some work. And here comes the rear charge coming in from the Dark Riders. 1 and a 2 and a 3. Now, Dark Riders will lose to Centaurs head-to-head, but with the rear charge and getting that advantage there, and also having a Terror Route nearby, maybe it will be a bit of a different situation. So Centaurs were sent into the front line to fight Dark Riders, but they were supported by Spears as well as the Shrine. Now the Medusa Shrine is moving in. We got a couple sources of terror here. Yeah, the Medusa Shrine I actually feel like is kind of an underrated unit as far as the Dark Elves go. I think basic Medusas are pretty god-awful in general, but, you know, I think this thing actually can do some decent work. I've had it get good value for me in a couple games here. So Malekith absolutely bunker busting that side. Ungor Spearmen, Centaurs, as well as Razorgors are all kind of running for the hills. And the Blackguard have made it in more or less safe, right? Malekith's intervention to go in there and disrupt that Cygor has allowed the Blackguard to advance, you know, relatively safely, which is a big problem for the Beastmen. On top of that, we see a Spawn Summon forced out very, very early. It looks like it was used on some Dark Riders or some Chaff units. So that's really unfortunate, right? On top of that, the Spawn are also standing here idle, not really doing a whole lot, so we'll see if they can kind of pop in there and change the course of this battle. Soul Stealer once again going down, nails the Razorgors, and we do have the Blackguard moving in, but man, Malekith has been all over this Cygor this game, and as far as a value accrued, let's look at the Witch King and see what he's really accomplished. Yeah, almost 1,000 value here at the 2-minute mark in the game. Balance of Power is Beastmen favored, but the only reason why it's Beastmen favored is because we do have a Spawn Summon out on the battlefield, and I think there might even be a second one somewhere. Yeah, it looks like both Spawn Summons are active. But as soon as those spawns wear off, and if we still have, you know, all the Blackguard kind of functional and fighting, it's going to be, you know, a relatively serious problem for sure. So big breath attack going down from Malekith, able to nail that Cygor. Some of the shots missed, but for the most part it did some good damage. Malekith could certainly choose to land here if he wants to, considering he does have the support of his elite Blackguard. It looks like the Chariot in the back. The Bloodrack Shrine is going after the Bray Shaman. Malekith does get a nice Gaze of Malice on the 2 Ungor Raiders, and really making a big effort to kind of shut down this backfield of the Ungor Raiders. But now Malekith is going to be getting surrounded. The question is, does Malekith have another Soul Stealer here in the back pocket? If not, he could be taking quite a bit of free damage, but if he does, I think he could potentially be okay. Look at that, the Bray Shaman coming in on its Chariot all wild, flying over. Did he, or did he get pushed? Oh, never mind, he got bumped by the Bloodrack Shrine. I was like, holy shit, that is the fastest foot Bray Shaman I've ever seen in my life. But it looks like, yeah, he got punted by the Bloodrack Shrine. So though Malekith is surrounded, the classic trap of the Soul Stealer. It hits everything. It hits the Centaurs, it hits the Shaman, and the Blackguard are able to come in, and yeah, they're just going to absolutely melt these Centaurs. Centaurs are very much a glass cannon unit. Hit pretty hard, pretty mobile, pretty effective for what they do, but in terms of taking damage, they are not very good at that. So Malekith being hunted by the pigs, Balance of Power is kind of creeping back towards the middle. Both units of Chaos Spawn are offline, but Morkur is still here. He's still in decent shape, and the Beastmen have some fighting tools across the battlefield. Though I have a feeling the Cygor is not long for this earth, and now we do have a unit of Blackguard chasing down the archers here. Not necessarily the most efficient thing to chase, but he doesn't really have much of a choice. Zyphos kind of has to do this. But what could typically happen here is that the Ungor Raiders could just, you know, have 2 of them shooting the Blackguard while one of them runs, and that could be a little bit of a vicious cycle. Now, Bloodrack Shrine here attacking the other Ungor Raiders. Looks like the Razorgor is probably going to be engaging here. Razorgors will do pretty well. Really good AP values, 45 weapon strength with a large portion. Oh, actually 52. I thought it was 45, but it's 52. I was actually wrong there. But now Malekith going after Morkur. This game is actually pretty damn close. It looked like the Dark Elves were getting some good engagements, but they do have an elite narrow army, and once those elite armies kind of get split up and pulled apart here, you can now see that these Blackguard are being like chipped down and poked by a bunch of haggard Beastmen units, and that's going to be a little bit of a tricky pickle. And Razorgors are now moving in to go after the Bloodrack Shrine. So we'll see what we'll see what happens. Bloodrack Shrine, I bet you it's over 1,000 value so far. It's been able to do some good blasting. And the Bloodrack Shrine, let's see. Look at that. Yeah, 1,100, not bad. And certainly a little bit more to give. I can't remember the flat cost of the Bloodrack Shrine, but I think it's approaching paying for itself, which is certainly quite cool. So right here, we do get the Malekith, the Witch King, going after Morkur, which is a big problem here. We've seen Morkur get goons out in a couple games here in this group stage. And is that going to be... I was like, is Malekith going to gaze at Malice? Man, that did a bunch of damage. Yeah, although it looks like a lot of those guys got up. I was going to say, if it actually killed those models, that would be quite a problem. Really good play here, though, from the Beastmen on the far side. Ungol Raiders picking apart the Black Guard. We got spears on spears here. And I think we got some Beastmen hiding in the trees, too. So yeah, it looks like the Ungors are back, but... if Morkur goes down, I simply don't see anything that's probably going to be able to deal with the Witch King. Because the Witch King can basically just... he'll get his shrine, which it has a buff, a leadership debuff too, on top of his terror. And the Beastman army being fatigued and tired and quite damaged here in the later stages of the game. Without Morkur, I don't think we'll be able to deal with Malekith. I think it would be a very, very tricky situation. The shrine costs 1,800. Is that true? Yeah, man, 1,800 is so expensive. Yeah, that's pretty pricey for sure. So the Bray Shaman being rode down, big breath attack blasting into the Ungor Raiders, and Goodnight Sweet Prince being escorted off the battlefield. I think this is one of my favorite things ever. And there's like a limo. Look at this, it's just so haggard. You have like the hag, look, she's like throwing daggers at the poor guy when he's like trying to run. Warhammer, what a cruel world. But he is shattered, and now Morkur is going to be suffering the wrath here of this Bloodrack Shrine. Bloodrack Shrines are Walmart Volkmars here, going to be going in trying to ram down Morkur. Unfortunately, though, they don't do fire damage, but still doing its piece. Malekith engaged on some Centaurs here, getting a little bit low, but I'm sure that Malekith probably does have one more Soul Stealer in his back pocket as he sits here at about 1,000 HP. Definitely in the danger zone, guys. This is a close one. And I think the other Blackguard got picked off by the Ungor Raider Crossfire, but the Beastmen have a lot of stuff running off the edge of the battlefield here, and a lot of people who might not, play this game a lot or maybe newer to the game, Morkur does have an issue with him for some godforsaken reason. He counts for so much on the Bounce of Power. Now, this is big here. If Morkur is able to turn around and Pimp Claw Malekith a couple times, that could potentially be a Beastmen victory. But if Morkur is the one getting gooned here and on the run, especially if he breaks, Malekith will be able to happily chase him off the battlefield, and that will most likely be game blouses. We'll see. So here comes some Razorgors. Nice little charge. Able to get a little bit of damage into Malekith. Tesla with his Ungor Raiders once again peppering even more firepower here into the Witch King, puts him down to about 850. Malekith going to be pulling back up, letting his Black Guard intercept and fight here, and it looks like the Razorgors are shattered. They've been broken a couple times, but we do also have the Shrine as well. Ooh, is that going to be a Soul Stealer? It looks like it. The Witch King coming in hot with some of that dark magic, and now the Bounce of Power really starts to reflect the current state of the game as the Dark Elves do take command here, as that Soul Stealer just punishes this cow. Let out the sad Minecraft cow noises. They are upon us, and big breath attack to finish off the Ungor Raiders here in the distance, while the Shrine routes off the rest of those units. GG, well played. Great game indeed. Great game. And if we take a look here, Zyphos now 3-0. So the Witch King has advanced, and the Beastmen, I believe, are... yeah, the Beastmen are, I think, 1 and 2 also. I'm not sure. We'll have to take a look here in just a second. Man, oh man. Malekith got 3,700. All right, I think we're back. Hopefully that works. We'll see. All right, so we will prepare the next game here. Let's go ahead and switch to a different stream. And yeah, sorry about that, guys. Hopefully you guys are able to reconnect. Yeah, should be good. God damn, I don't know what it is. Yeah, where we live just has such weird, like, allegedly it's high speed, but it just has interruptions like so frequently. I don't know. It's like easily like 1/3 of my streams. Yeah, we're back. Rejoice. Rejoice, Sons of Sigmar. We return for the last game here in the group stage. We'll give people a minute to reconnect. And then what we'll do is we'll play a couple games of chess while we switch back over to the main version of the game, and then we'll do some, like, group games and things like that, which will be quite a bit of fun. So, all right, let's find the next match here. Do it to it. Yes, praise the horned rat. We return in greater numbers. God, that's so frustrating. Like, I don't even know. Yeah, I wish we had some other options in California. I mean, it's really only Spectrum. Yeah, it is high-speed internet. It only works like 70% of the time, though, for sure. Yeah. It definitely gives me a lot of anxiety going into streams. I'm like, oh god, is it going to work today? Yeah. Lady Turn's going to call and speak to some managers. It's time. There's nothing you can really do, too, because it's like a big, it's like a big corporation. Like, they have a monopoly. There's no competition. I don't know, though. Yeah, there was another one that, There was another company that could have set up internet for us here, but the upload speed would have only been 10. It was like an AT&T one, which might have actually been better, honestly, but 10 upload is pretty bad. So that would have been tricky. I don't know. Oh, yeah, you know, Sinful, I probably will have a tournament for beginners eventually. I think it'd be pretty fun. Yeah. Yeah, Mackenzie, I have thought about looking into Starlink for sure. Have any of you guys heard of anything about Starlink? Yeah, they don't have fiber where I live. No, they have it in a couple like little areas around here, but they do not have it where I live. I've already looked into that. But although that was like almost a year ago, so maybe they do have it now. Maybe I should look into that. I don't know. Just like the Skin Wolf condoms, baby. Works 100% of the time, 70% of the time. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Lord Elon will fix it. We'll see, man. I'm willing. Sign me up. So here's the thing. We are in an interesting situation here. So we load into the last battle. It is going to be Archaon the Ever-Chosen facing off against the High Elves. The High Elves here. Currently, I believe they're 0-2. And the Warriors of Chaos are 1-1. So, if the Warriors of Chaos advance, then they will be 2-1. And they will be advancing with the Witch King. But if the High Elves win this, then we're suddenly in a very strange situation where we have a 3-way tie for second place. And then all 3 of those teams will advance. And yeah, it just ultimately becomes a very, very weird situation. One of my friends' best internet option is a limit of 10 gigabytes a month at mediocre speeds, and then it cuts down to 600. Oof. Oof, yeah. It's the last battle in the group stages, but we still are going to have more streaming. We're just going to be doing like free-for-alls and like 1v1s and things like that. So, yeah. Yeah, so something to think about. Anyways, guys, for the Warriors of Chaos and Archaon the Ever-Chosen, Chaos Marauders, Chaos Warriors with Great Opens, pretty, mid-quality front line. Double Exalted Hero, man, he is really, really loving this bad boy. So, Maximus Decimus is the player playing the Warriors of Chaos. Of course, we just saw him defeat Morkor the Shadowgave with his Double Exalted Hero. And the Rider of Rohan is playing the forces of the High Elves. So we're currently 0-2. But again, if they can... This is actually really big for the High Elves, because if he can win this game against Archaon, he will be pulling a 3-way tie, which means he gets to advance to a tiebreaker round and basically gets another chance to advance, which is pretty damn hilarious for sure. So Archaon, double Exalted Hero on horseback, and let's see what items they have, actually. Yeah, it looks like no items. And we do also have the Summoners of Rage. So Summoners of Rage, very, very good against High Elves. The magic damage does surpass the physical resist of the Dragon Princes, and it gets pretty hog wild for sure. So I definitely dig it. Malekith's value last game was 3,700. Yeah, before it crashed. He got about 3,700, which is really, really nice. So we got Reaver Archers here, a fair amount of Dragon Princes. We got the Pure Main Company, Swordmasters of Hoeth lurking in the back. A very similar playstyle as to what we saw earlier. Basically like a defensive box with a fair amount of mobility. What he's trying to do is he's trying to force the entire Chaos Infantry Corps to surround Tyrion and the Pure Main Company and fight on top of Sunfang, while his Dragon Princes and his cavalry are kind of cycle charging and doing their thing. Now here in the bushes, we do get a fight with the Dragon Princes. They move in there and are able to run over some Chaos Warhounds, and now they're going to be bouncing over to fight the Exalted Heroes as well. How is this fight going to be turning out here? Obviously, with the Summoners of Rage appearing, the Summoners of Rage will be able to kill quite a few of these elite cavalry on impact. They have the support of the Lord of the End Times. But are the High Elves going to stay and fight this? It looks like they might want to. Reaver Cavalry do get a nice charge on Marauder Horsemen here in the bushes. It seems like the Reavers should win that fight. Depends, it's pretty close right now, but if they start running, maybe not. Yeah, the High Elves are going to be pulling back, realizing they don't want to be fighting the Summoners of Rage with the support of the Lord of the End Times, and that is going to be a relatively tricky fight. Now here we do get the Fireborn just kind of bouncing around. Tyrion and the boys have moved in with his Loremaster of Hoeth. Chaos Warrior Great Weapons also going to be piling in, should do some decent damage against the armor of these two units. And we do get the Swordmasters of Hoeth. I mean, if they're not getting charged by cavalry or beaten on monsters, those elite infantry can do some really, really serious work. So we'll see how they kind of unfold here. Once again, Dragon Prince is hammering in. We get Princes hitting into the Marauder Horsemen, Princes charging into the Summoners of Rage. And there's a little bit of firepower coming via the Shadow Warriors here, although there are some Chaos Warhounds from Maximus lurking about looking for some engagements. Let's go ahead and see what they can find. So yeah, Chaos Warhounds getting popped pretty good. Marauder Horsemen and Hounds now jumping into the Shadow Warriors, but in the distance, the Fireborn were able to clean up shop here onto the Chaos Marauders. And now the Elite Infantry are going to be moving in, and the Swordmasters of Hoeth should make very, very quick work against Mirror Guard, who are not designed to fight this type of fight. Mirror Guard do not have the best AP values. Yeah, they can hold their own, but it's not going to be a pretty situation. But Archaon's here, two Summoners of Rage. That might be enough to actually defeat the Swordmasters. We will see how this unfolds. Now Tyrion is over here. Looks like he's in front with his Lore Master of Hoth, just kind of making their way downtown, buzzsawing through the Chaos Warriors with great weapons. Pretty cool stuff. Looks like there was an overcast of a Spirit Leech over here on top of Archaon. Sword Masters of Hoth doing okay, but again, fighting monsters and powerful single entities isn't going to be terribly strong, so that's going to be tough for those guys. But with the Fireborn coming in, this could be quite powerful. Exalted Heroes are both large, the Summoners of Rage are obviously a large target, and they actually have been taking a fair amount of damage. The two Shadow Warriors here putting a lot of DPS in, and oh, it looks like it's going to be a High Elf sandwich here. Dragon Princes and Reavers coming in from both sides, and suddenly this Chaos Force is heavily surrounded, and the Fireborn will do very, very well against these units. Yeah, they lack AP, so it's going to be a little bit slower, but overall, their anti-large bonus should be very, very helpful in dragging down the Exalted Heroes as well as Archaon the Ever-Chosen. So we'll see how this goes. Should be a fun little scrap, but it looks like the High Elves are kind of pulling ahead in this game. A little bit of a Chain Lightning going down there, and Chaos does kind of secure its position, but not before the Summoners of Rage, despite their scaly skin, which does give them a little bit of missile resist. It takes a lot of damage from these Shadow Warriors. Shadow Warriors, as far as value accrued here, 1,000 on these bad boys, and these other Shadow Warriors have gotten about 800, which is certainly a very good performance. Now, Archaon and the Exalted Heroes really trying to hunt down the Fireborn, but you also have to remember there has been a little bit of an X factor we haven't paid too much attention to this game, is the fact that we do have Tyrion here. Tyrion and the Lore Master of Hoth. Tyrion can certainly do a great job against Archaon. He hits very hard. His combat stats are far better than Archaon in melee, which is certainly saying something. 83 and 72 compared to Archaon and Horse, which is 78-60. Still a very good stat line, but Tyrion is a really, really tough duelist. On top of that, he does have the Star of Avalorn, so that's something else to consider. But balance of power is pretty even. We got the Pyramid Company over here. Dragon Princes are still pretty numerous. 20 princes here and 11 here. Looks like they're going to be riding down the last of these foul heretics here in the forest here of the Altdorf outskirts. There it goes. Very, very beautiful charge. Just kind of imagine the High Elves coming to the aid of Reichland here. It's kind of thematic for sure. Shadow Warriors able to finish off these Summoners of Rage. Tyrion here with his Heart of Avalorn and the Lore Master of Hoth, Henry Cavill, stands at his side. And it looks like they're going to be going in for the duel. So we get the character duel, which is quite awesome. Look at that. Swordmaster getting in there with Tyrion and the Pyramid Company. That Guardian is actually very pertinent. That's a fair amount of physical resist that these two High Elf characters are going to be getting. And I think Foot Tyrion might actually be able to win this. If you look at the Chaos Army, guys, I mean, they don't have a whole lot left. There are some Chaos Warrior great weapons making their way over. Reavers and Dragon Princes, all those other units are just cleaning up everything that Chaos has that's coming back. And now Tyrion is just going Super Saiyan, man. He also has his Lore Master of Hoth here, who is getting whooped on by Archaon. You can see the Lore Master of Hoth is broken. Now Tyrion is singing some Godsmack. He's like, stand alone. As he fights here in the pits. Shadow Warriors moving as well. Tyrion continuing to grind, but the Lore Master of Hoth has fallen. And Archaon never chosen. Ooh, good Burning Head coming in. This is a money one. Oh no, but it looks like the Shadow Warriors got just past it. He kind of blew his load a little bit too early. If he had just waited a second longer, waited to see where the Shadow Warriors were going to land, I think that could have been a different picture here. So Lore Master of Hoth is gone. Yeah, Lore Master doesn't have Guardian. That's correct, Ben the Barman. But the Pyramid Company does have Guardian, the White Lion ROR. So you can see here they provide the Guardian aura. So that is where that is coming from there. So hopefully that's helpful. And now back in the battle line, Tyrion fighting once again. It's basically just a big ugly blob, but the Warriors of Chaos are heavily surrounded. We have elite troops via the Fireborn piling in. And yeah, it looks like Archaon, despite the Slayer of Kings, is going to be the king getting slain today as Tyrion, the heir of Venarian, gets in there and fighting for his advancement in this tournament. I think Tyrion is going to be forcing a three-way tie in this group. So looking like the Warriors of Chaos are kind of falling in the can here. Oh, well, is Tyrion broken? Oh, no way. Is he going to chase Tyrion off and come back? If Archaon were to rally, but Archaon is going to get chased off too by the Fireborn. Oh my god, Tyrion is so low. He's at 600, but it looks like Star of Avalorn, of course, is still lurking in the shadows. If the Exalted Hero hits him one more time, it could actually trigger it. Yeah, it looks like he hasn't been able to make contact, so we will see. Oh, and he breaks, but Tyrion's 100% going to come back. Most likely. Yeah, and the other Exalted Hero is just being dragged down by the Pyramid Company and all these different units and stuff, and I think that is going to be it. That is going to be it. GG, well played. My friends, we have a three-way tie. The meme has become a dream. Tyrion, the heir of Venarian, not going to take this sitting down here. Has claimed a victory against the Warriors of Chaos. So Malekith won 3 games and lost none. Everyone else won 1 game and lost 2, which is so unfortunate. Shadow Warriors, 1,400, 1,000. Dragon Princes did pretty good. But yeah, man, that was a game. Oh my god, the end time's averted. Tyrion with the memes. All right, let me go ahead and get the scorecard for you guys so you can see that. switch back to this. And then I need to close my game out. And then switch over to the other client so I can play some games with you guys. And we'll go from there. We're going to have some sort of an event tomorrow too. I don't know what yet, but there'll either be a tournament or, yeah, a little something something. I'm not sure what yet. All right. So we're switching back to the other game client. Let me go ahead and get the graphic to show you guys the summary of that group so you can kind of get a feeling of what's going on here. I believe that was Group O, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's magic, you know. The Witch King certainly claiming a very dominant victory there. You need to get out of here with your nonsense. Thank you very much. All right, hang tight. Just 1 second, my friends. Sorry, the stream was kind of last minute, so I didn't have everything, like all the graphics and whatnot prepared, but we'll get it for you right now. So, Group O. Very good. Add the graphic here. And Group O. All right, 1 sec. And here we are. So here's the summary of the group. The Witch King Xiphos with a 3-0. Tesla 1 and 2. Rider of Rohan 1 and 2. And Archaon Never Chosen 1 and 2. So the other 3 will advance also, but just ignore the set 2 advancing. That's just challenge randomly choosing. But the other 3 will advance. However, they're going to be getting worse seeds in the second stage of the tournament. So they're going to be facing either stronger opponents, or they'll have to face other people who were in ties and just be eliminated before they face people who qualified the normal way. So that is kind of the MO there. That's how that's going to go. Bare-chested chest, is that what you want? Well, it's partly true. How's it going, Sotek? Hope you're doing well, man. So now I'm switching back to the other client because I had to go to an old client since those replays were a little bit dated. So I am going to go ahead and open up this. And you guys are in for some memes, man. You're in for some memes. You ready to see me lose at some chess? I sure am. All right. So we got this. Let's go ahead and do that. Looks good. And I think we're good to go. All right. So time for some 10-minute chess. It's going to be about 10 minutes before it updates, so we'll just do this, and then we'll do some FFAs and things like that. Crazy stuff. The bracket for this thing is going to make March Madness look like a kiddie tournament. I know. It's going to be crazy. All right, let's lose some games. Let's do it. I don't know what I'm doing. What year is it? My time is running. Oh, God. I only know one opening. Yeah, it's pretty funny. So we're playing someone from Egypt. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Yeah, so basically we move the pawn here, because if we don't, then this pawn just moves up and threatens horse, and it's just like, knight or whatever the hell it's called. Ah, the Slav formation. Yes. I knew it all along. That was my plan. Okay, really developing a pretty heavy-duty pawn push, believe it or not. So we will just continue to develop in the middle as well. Don't want to go here. We don't want to force that. We probably want to kind of fight on this particular square. So we could do that. Although let's go ahead and set up for the push. Am I excited for Rome Remastered? Yeah. I mean, I might give it a try. I haven't played, man. I used to play that a lot in college for sure. I definitely went pretty hard in the paint there. All right, so this is the only pawn that's hanging, but we're going to be moving that pawn up anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Although he might not take the trade here. We'll see. I think we have enough pressure on this spot. He might just move up here, which would be a little bit annoying. Then I just move back down here with the knight, and then I move up and pressure with this pawn piece, and we just kind of push it out there. So, all right, nowhere to really go here. That's all right. So let's go under here. Then we can move up here, which will force him to either trade or advance. Yeah. I should probably be paying attention to what he's doing, so it's fine. So now we can just take that next with our bishop, and it should be more or less a free pawn there. Yep, looks okay. He might move the knight here. Yeah, that's probably smart, but then we just respond with this, I think. Force this guy off. So if I move the pawn up here, where's he going to go? He might go there, which then threatens the bishop, but the bishop is covered, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah. I don't know. I guess that's fine. Feels a little bit clunky. Cool. Very cool. You guys ready to see me lose? Because I sure am. Yeah, if he trades here, it's whatever. It's not the end of the world. All right, so we get a pawn. All that fighting. We have this like weird, look at this formation. It's just so ugly. Goodness. We already castled. You know, we're kind of safe in our corner. We're safe in our rat's nest here. All right, so let's go ahead and move you here for now. Or do we want to develop even further here? Trying to think where we want to attack next. Attacking here is probably fine. I kind of want to see the direction that he's looking to castle, though. Could also push here, but yeah, I need to kind of keep somewhat of a formation in this area. Yeah, because I don't want my king to be exposed here. All right, so yeah, looks like he's thinking about maybe moving in here. A little bit hard to tell. This looks like a promising spot, actually. Although he's got 2 attacks on that file, so maybe it's not. Here to here. You can go pawn and push there. Do a little something here. Yeah. I feel like I'm missing something pretty substantial. Yeah, just one chess game. We're switching back over to the original client because we had to switch to an older version to Casso's game. So yeah, okay. He's trying to get some funky business going over here. He could do something here. You know, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really sure what he's scheming here. So we could also block this isle. We have a couple attacks on that square. So if I move the pawn up, he takes, I take, he takes, I take. Let's see. Okay, so if I go pawn here, he takes, I take, and then he takes, and I take, and then yeah, and then he's up in that particular trade, which is a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, so what is he going to do here? I mean, if he goes here, he's sitting like, I don't know. Seems a little bit funky. I feel like I need to address this though. This is a pretty nasty little situation. Nasty hobbits is. Yeah, I don't like that trade at all. No, I do lose that trade. I do lose that trade for sure. Okay, so going here, attacking this pawn, it does kind of force him to react. I could also just develop here on the outside, but I don't think that's worth it either. Yeah, I could even move the rook off this square. Yeah, I could put the rook like over here, and then if he tries to do any like funny business on the flank here. Yeah. Feels weird because it kind of gives up the file I had here, which I liked. Yeah, that's fine. So like, I mean, I don't know. I don't really see where he's going to go from there, unless I'm just missing something super obvious. Okay. This looks fine. Yeah, it's okay. We're not the swiftest of players, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, so he's moving back, so now he's going to move the queen here. Yeah, that's his whole scheme, huh? Okay. We can move you here. Yeah, this is a problem because then he moves the queen here and I can't take. But if I do this, he will have to trade, at which point I can take, and then the queen comes in here. Okay, yeah, I think this is fine. Sure, why not? Okay, so here he comes. I can also move my queen under here and stack the e-file, which will give me quite a bit of pressure here. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so part of me wants to just take this to just get this shit out of my lines so I don't have to worry about it. Okay, and his king is pretty exposed here too. So let's just force this trade. Just get it out of there so I don't really have to think about it. That's fine, then we can take this. Or I could even just penetrate even further, which might not be a bad idea. That looks fine. Or we could even just hang tight for now. So let's go ahead and stack this file where his king is. Yep. I feel like I'm missing something. But I mean, I always feel that when I play chess. Okay, so he comes here. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. So that's a thing. That is a thing indeed, a thing which I do not have an answer for at the moment. Because if he goes here, then he's putting me in check and he's kind of like potentially forking me a little bit. Depends on the situation. Maybe we just take this, start kind of opening up the board a little bit, but I really don't want him to be able to get in there. So let's just move up this pawn for now and deny that play. Because then if he comes here, I can take, right? So there's no opening. Okay, he castles. That's fine. Let's go ahead and just develop this piece a little bit. Looks okay to me. We know where his king is now. I love all the Warhammer analogy that's coming in. Okay, the game just finished updating, so it should be pretty perfect timing here. We're up a pawn, the dreaded pawn. Okay, this is a little bit weird. I think we just let him take here potentially. Although, yeah, he's got the rook stacking there too. Is there any shenanigans we could do here? This is actually okay. Yeah, why not? Okay. We could also move you under. I guess that's not going anywhere. Yeah, let's do this. Just so we could take away this, or at least contest his space here. Yeah, we're doing FFAs, and we'll also do some 1v1s and whatnot. We're just waiting for the client to switch over, and it just finished now. So, all right. So trading here, I could even go this route, but then that kind of lets him just pressure here. But like, even if he wants to trade there, like I'm okay with it. So let's do this. Yep. We'll see. I mean, maybe he's going to come across and trade. I'm not sure. Oh, did he just misclick? Did he misclick, or am I just stupid? No, that might have just been a blunder on his part. Okay. Or was that just like a bait? I guess I should have taken with the queen. I just instinctively did that. Okay, so if I just move back here, he can't go there. He can't go there. Does he have any follow-up? I mean, he's got the bishop there. He might just take the pawn. Yeah, he just takes the pawn and then he puts me in check, right? Yeah, that's what he does. Yeah, okay. Well, we're just going to have to do an ugly retreat there. Maybe it was some sort of a gambit. Yeah, because now what does he just start farming pawns and shit? Okay. So we'll just move like so and just get safe. He gets this pawn. It's fine. I still think it's worth it for what we got. Yeah, he must have had that planned. It seems like he did. So let's just get our king safe again. We actually have a decent attack too. Like if he keeps messing around here, we can move our queen under. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Ouch, yeah, this is getting real crazy. Yeah, we can't go there. That's stupid. I guess we just go up here. We're running out of time. I don't have time to kind of overthink these things. Is he just trying to stalemate me or something? I mean, he can keep just bouncing back and forth if he wants to. We're going to take up here for sure. Okay, so now that's going on. Okay. Now we have this piece. If he moves his queen out of position. Okay. I could take here. Yeah, but then that just puts us in check. It's kind of a weird thing. Looking like he maybe wants to do some stuff over there. Is there anything we could do here? We could actually block here. Potentially a decent play. I'm kind of running out of time too, so I gotta just get spicy here. Yeah, that seems all right. Sure, why not? This is some messy ass shit, guys. This is some messy ass shit. I'm running out of time, dude. Holy shit. He's got me thinking through all these moves. He's got these like fast schemes. Okay, so now he's looking to get a little bit spicy there. So he takes, I take, then we take here. Yeah, this is probably looking pretty bad for me actually. Although we could do this. This is actually kind of good. Sure. Okay, that's fine. I think we might have stabilized. It's hard to tell. The queen pressuring this play I think was pretty good. What do you got? What do you got, my friend? I'm gonna lose on time if anything. That's gonna be my biggest problem. All right, so let's just get some shit going here, guys. We gotta start pressuring him. At least we could start looking to put him in check here. All right, it's fine. I think this is safe. I think we have checkmate here, maybe. Okay, so hold on. I mean, I could do this. This is actually pretty good. Yep. He can't go here, can't go here. This is his only option. Okay, so then... So I put him in check again. He moves back down. Oh man, like normally if I have time I'm okay, but put him in check again. He moves back down. I take with rook. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, that was a misplay there. That was a huge misplay I should have taken. It's fine. All right, so now we just gotta get our bearings. That was a bit of a blunder, unfortunately. It's fine. I guess we just take pieces. Shit! That was a mistake. That was a mistake! I thought I could get him a little bit better, but I wasn't paying attention. Ugh. God. God, what a mistake I made. Shit! Shit! Oh no! I messed up! GG. Well played. When I swear when I start running out of time, I had that game in the bag. Oh. All right, so let's go to recording. All right, let's go to a game I can actually win at now, which is Warhammer. GG. Yeah, no, I screwed up. I should have taken that. I thought I had a more clever play, but in the end it was wrong. In the end it was wrong. Honestly, though, that guy was a much faster player than me. He was a stronger player. If we had a chessboard to just sit and stare at for like 2 hours, I think I would have won. But I couldn't keep up with his speed. He was too fast for me. Yeah, we actually did okay up until the end there. I thought that was okay. All right, so now it's time for some FFA. Who wants to play? Come join us. So Turin FFA, password is 4321. Yes. Well, the thing about campaign is you have infinite time also. So it's not even timed chess. Time chess is different, obviously, right? All right. FFA battle. Let's do it. Oh, could I have taken his queen with a pawn? I just didn't see it. That's pretty funny. If that's the case, dark times have come. All right. Looks good. So, we got Jedi Master Draco. We got Zero. We got Contende. And who do you guys want to see? Is there any factions you feel are underrepresented? I mean, we've done a lot of Dark Elves lately. Ooh, I have an idea. Wood Elves on this map, though? We need to... Yeah, I don't know. We do Troll Country all the time. Do the Desert Canyon. I think Desert Canyon. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Bretonnian Empire across the board. Okay. We could do Norska. We could do Skaven. Do some Wood Elves. Empire, Bretonnia, Norska. Oh my god, it's all over the place. Nakai. Oh my god, Nakai. Okay, we could do some Lizardmen. I'm down for that, but the build is going to be fun. You guys will dig it. All right, so the Nurgling is blocking the army to make things fair, and let's go ahead and get this started. Okay, we got greenskins from Contende, greenskins Bretonnia, Empire, Lizardmen. Sounds like fun. Okay, let's go ahead and just put unit caps on, so keep it from just being absurd. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is the good shit right here. You guys are going to love this build. I can assure you. We were promised Fall of Man last stream. I think that was for like 1v1s though. I don't think I could do Fall of Man in FFA, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll see. All right, so are we going to be facing artillery is the question. I don't think so. I do not think so. We probably want some chameleon skinks. I mean, against greenskins, Bretonnian Empire. I mean, what kind of infantry do we want? Saurus are okay against greenskins. We have skirmishers. Saurus, just Saurus into the sunset. Yeah, it's not a terrible idea. You know, what kind of powder are we going to be facing? We got Bretonnia too. Bretonnia is no joke. Alright, so we get a couple of you guys. And artillery. What kind of artillery are we going to run into? We probably want, yeah, chameleons. Chameleons to do the trick. Those little bastards always get their points back. Those lovable little guys. God, he's so expensive. We need to, like, change our caster. There we go. Perfect. First Total War multiplayer battle ever. Time to embarrass myself. Hey, Jedi Master. This is the time, dude. This is the time for you to create your legend. I believe in you. I think you're going to do great. So don't stress it, man. As far as greenskins go, I mean, what kind of troops do we really need? You get the Boxagors. Oh, hell yeah. Boxagors? Dude, that's what's up. And I feel like we need one other monster just to give us a little something something. What kind of beasties do you guys want to see? Ark of Sotex? I know that's what you're here for. I'm an Ark of Sotek man myself. Yeah, we probably need some Croxagors to deal with, like, the heavy cavalry and stuff if we want to go Boxagors. Yeah. All right. All right. This build's not the worst thing I've ever made. It's there. It's in that realm, but it's not the worst. But if you went all cavalry and ran around the map, you can do that with Lizardmen. They have a bunch of cav. I honestly don't know which army I'd like to fight here. I mean, probably not the Empire. I mean, yeah, I don't know. My army is not immobile, but it's certainly not fast. Saurus infantry are very slow in whatever form they come in. What sick masochist invented the chameleon skink? Oh, I don't know. Hey, Kevin Robinson, thanks for your donation earlier, by the way. You guys think it's gonna... You think it's a Dread Saurian? All right, that's fair. There's only one lizard that I think you guys really want to see, though. And I've made an effort to make him a Super Saiyan as well. Yeah, it's going to be fun. The Shredder of Lustria. So we'll do another FFA after this. And then I'll probably close out the stream with a couple 1v1s. I'll just get on ladder and you guys can queue up and try and do battle with me. It'll be fun. And I thought about doing a stream. Would you guys be interested in seeing a quick battle stream where I just play quick battles the whole time? And we do terrible lords only. So every single game is just an absolute dumpster fire of a lord. I think that'd be pretty fun. Thinking about doing something like that. El Mustard Tiger, thank you for the fiber. You want to see Nakai? Well, you're in for it, man. It is Nakai. Surprise. He appears. So we got double Temple Guard. Then we have a double Rev Crystal to heal Nakai. Because I don't want Nakai to die if I'm bringing the big boy. So he's going to be getting healed by that. We got a Heavens Caster to give him Harmonic Convergence. Got some cohorts, and cohorts. And then backing up the cohorts, we got Croxagors, but Boxagors. Yes, and then Chameleon Skinks, because you kind of have to, so. All right, we got the Greenskins over here. Probably not a good fight for us. I don't know, we'll see what Nakai can do. Auto-gen quick matches. They shouldn't be too blurry for you guys. No, Super Saiyan Nakai. Look at him. Giving perfect vigor to all nearby with his amulet, which hopefully I brought. I can't remember if I did. It's Nakai, baby! Yes! Mr. Blue Sky on the field too. Yeah, he is. The little skank, yeah. He's pretty great. That video is so good. Wind Blast is a good spell, so is Harmonic Convergence. You know, pretty efficient kit. It's more of a 1v1 kit, to be honest. FFA's having some big vortexes is good, but... Dude, Nakai is the front line. Alright, let's place our wagers. Who thinks that Nakai is going to get over 1,500 value this game? You guys got the over or the under? Now is your time to challenge one another in chat. Yeah, the Ferengi rules of acquisition, so funny. Alright. Well, this is something. Spider Riders. Oh my god, look at this. What is this greenskin army? It's like Black Orcs. Alright, good thing we got Chameleon Skinks here, else we would have like no counter skirmish. Alright, pull back. Chameleon Skinks are the answer. Yes, annoy them, my precious. Okay, it looks like I'm fighting the greenskins, which probably won't go super well. What do they have? Stone trolls? Oh god, and black orcs. Don't worry, we have Nakai. He's the answer against black orcs, right? Over big time. All right, we got some Nakai loyalists here. We also have Boxagors. Boxagors will beat the shit out of black orcs, which is cool. We can't. I don't know if we're gonna be able to dodge that. Let's go ahead and try and get away. Yep, I think we mostly dodged it. It got a couple chameleons, but you know, it's okay. I think the Temple Guard. Ooh, no, they also ate it. That actually was a really, really good one. Shit. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and pop a Rev Crystal, heal up our Temple Guard. Keep going here. Keep the chameleon skinks in a defensive posture. Go ahead and start throwing here. And looks good. So Nakai and the boys, we'll get them ready to go. Let's get some Temple Guard stacked. You guys can get your cohorts. Looks like Bretonnia is coming over to kind of party with us. All right, let's go. Let's go here. Nakai can go get his spanking paddles out also. And Temple Guard can move in and fight U-Stone Trolls, and the Boxagors can go there too. All right, very good. Nakai, use your Primal Roar! Release the beasts! We should have some healing too. We got to make sure to use this like every chance we get. Yeah. Oh wow, my freaking Croxagors there are just getting dumped on. We need to get some support in there like ASAP. We have Cold Blood. Let's go ahead and get them. Pull them back because that's not going very well. Oh shit, I accidentally minimized. Okay. I hate when that happens when you like click off screen here. Oh my god, what is happening? We have no idea. Oh, let's go ahead and use a big overcasted wind blast there, although my little skink, I don't know where he is. All right. So yeah, we're doing okay in this fight, actually. Nakai and company are doing well. Let's go ahead and use the roar to lower the leadership of the trolls. Yeah, oh wow, look at that. Mass rout on the greenskin army. Oh yeah, look at that. Well, they're also being attacked from the back a little bit too, so that's a little bit of a problem for them. All right, let's pile into the Spider Riders here. Let's get the Boxagors going in, see if we can salvage this. And yeah, wow, look at these freaking cohorts just beating the brakes off these black orcs here. Oh man, that is a shitload of stuff there coming in. Okay, yeah, the greenskin army pretty much getting pushed off here. But now the Bretonians are coming for us. So we need to kind of just rotate over there, check the Rev Crystals. Let's put them in group 3 so we can make sure we get proper healing. And Nakai and company doing well. So yeah, let's just kind of keep it going. Keep Nakai topped off here, and the other one will be up in like 30 seconds, give or take. Can pull these guys back, and yeah, our army's actually pretty good against Bretonnia too. It's like, boo. All right. Yeah, well, now we got all this shit. I mean, I think it's mostly Pistoliers and stuff, but we are getting a lot of points, and our army is very high leadership, so, what are these, Empire Knights? Yeah, the Skinks aren't going to live. What are these, Pistoliers mixed with Empire Knights? Okay. So, we're a little surrounded. We have another Wind Blast. Let's go ahead and cast it. A little bit of lag, too. Oof, hopefully that subsides. All right, let's get him with this Wind Blast here. Where's Nakai? He's coming for you. And yeah, it looks like some of the trolls are being attacked by the Bretonians here. Did we get the Wind Blast? Did we get it? Yeah, it looks like this little skink is getting run over by something. Oh, it looks like King Loon is going after him. Okay. I don't know. We're definitely doing okay on points, but our leadership could become a bit of an issue now that we're like kind of fully surrounded. Our Temple Guard are still going. Do we have any Rev Crystals we can do? What do we want to heal? Heal our little skink here. Yeah. Nakai, get him! Get him, Nakai! Although getting out of this blob might even be a little bit smarter than trying to surround him, because we got to make the Empire and the Bretonians fight each other. Let's go and degroup everything, just kind of reorganize it. All right, pile in there, get some points, save your buffs, Rev Crystal time. Let's keep going. Yeah, Zero's really getting a lot of points here, which is a problem. He's farming the Bretonian Air Force. Although, man, we really just crushed these cavalry fights with our Temple Guard, and little skink, though, just keeps getting rode over. Let's give Harmonic Convergence to you, trigger the passive. We could use Primal Roar, but I think I'll just use the Miasma of Despair to slow everyone down. It looks like he's going after Nakai here. Yeah, we're getting a lot of points too, but I just don't see how we beat the Empire's army. Alright, Rev Crystals, heal Nakai up to full. That's pretty much the whole strategy there. Nakai just kind of keeps circle beating. Man, oh man. That is Forced Hodbringer and Wagons too. Ouch, yeah, against Wagons, I don't know what we can do. We have Cold Bloods. Let's go ahead and de-Cold Blood these guys so we don't lose control of them. We don't run off and chase some shit across the map. Alright, so let's get those Lewin points. Nakai, hopefully you can get in there with your big beat stick. I don't see this going well. We're going to be fully surrounded here, although the fact that they're coming to us is a good thing. Alright, let's attack these Empire Knights. Go ahead and Wind Blast them here in a second. We let them all come in first. Oh wow, the Bretonian Questing Knights are getting in there too. Alright, that should do some good damage. Now we can pop this. Get the Primal Roar going. Did we get the wind blast off? It looks like we did. Yeah. Nakai's trying, but I think the Empire just had too many freebies. I don't know what kind of damage Bretonnia has done to them, but it doesn't seem to be too much. Nakai is still going, but how long are the Rev Crystals until we get a heal? Yeah. Do we heal Nakai? Yeah, let's just keep Nakai full health. Nakai's got... Wow, Nakai only has 600 value? What the hell? What has he been doing this whole time? What is this shit? Oh my god, Nakai, please. Please, Anakin, I am too weak. Alright, Nakai, this is your time. People have overs on you. You gotta perform, dude. Our feral beasties here, a little bit fickle. I certainly don't mind a banishment here. Yeah, okay, so our army's been pretty durable. I mean, we've been jumped multiple times, and we've held. So let's try and get back, use our Rev Crystals to heal. We can heal the other ones, that's right, we can do cross healing. Alright, let's get away from this situation. Yeah, we're doing okay. The fact that Bretonnia needs to attack the Empire, though, that's what needs to happen. Yeah, our poor guy's being shot by the Pistoliers. Yeah, so we need to... No. Stop it, Bretonnia! Why are you coming after me? Alright, let's go. Let's go. Get him, Nakai. Get him! Drop the bows! Use this so we can't get away. Come on, Nakai. Do something for once in your life. Okay, did he get it? Okay, Nakai's up to 1,000 value, guys. Progress. Progress is upon us. Let's go get these Empire Knights now. Yeah, Bretonnia is... yeah, that's the thing. Nobody really fought the Empire until they just came in and, you know, yanked our fight. Hopefully we can kill these Empire Knights at least. Yep. Nakai, what's your value at? Okay, 1,100. He's trying. We have a couple heals left. Probably healing up the little skink is not worth it because he's just gonna get like one-shotted anyways by something, and it's gonna be a little bit ugly. So up in here, do we have any buffs from Nakai? We'll save the leadership buff here in a moment. Hopefully we can finish off these Empire Knights. So I mean, I think these are like grenade launchers and stuff. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Oh man, yeah, we're gonna get our big beasties jumped here. We have a harmonic convergence. Let's give it to Nakai so we can try and get some points. Fight Toddy. Primal Roar. Screw it. It'll rampage everyone, but we can't go anywhere anyway, so. You know, that's a respectable game for Nakai. Right? He's just like, that's respectable for him. Yeah. That's the nature of the beast. He tried. If we had brought like a more competitive army, like with Nakai with like Dread Saurians and monster spam, I think we would have been a little bit better off, but I wanted to go double Rev Crystal to try and heal him up. Come on, Nakai. Get to that 1,500, baby. All right. What are we at now? 1,337, the ultimate Nakai value. Hopefully it doesn't climb any further. Yeah, there's the Spirit of the Jungle. There he goes. GG. Oh, Azag? Oh, Azag. Oh, he died earlier. Okay. And, oh, Azag's... Where's Azag been all game? What's he been up to? Holy shit. All right. So Nakai, sorry, those of you guys who took the under, he got 1384. It was close. It was like betting on a basketball game and like losing by like a basket. He got you there. And now Toddy's just going to finish him off. And, hey, Jedi Master, yes, at least he didn't come in last. Definitely a solid performance, my friend. The poor Greenskins had no choice. Yeah, Nakai is overpowered, apparently. I think we should write to CA about some nerfs for him. God, look at him, he's so freaking janky. Just like, Yeah, it was a fun little Wrecking Ball squad. I bet you the Boxagors did okay for us. The Croxagors with the Power Fists, I have a feeling they probably performed okay, so... Yeah. Like, the whole build was designed to support Nakai, and, you know, Nakai sucks. So, that's basically what happened, yeah. Here comes Toddy. Finish him off, Toddy. 0 with the victory. GG, well played. Yeah, this Empire army is pretty good. Like, this is kind of an archetypal, competitive Empire FFA. Like, a Flying Lord, Wagons, Skirmish, Kite, so you can't be, like, locked in one place. It's really, really strong. I think that's it. I think, what, there's some greenskin stuff left? Yeah, GG. GG, well played! Nakai tried! If you ain't first, you're last. I love that. Yeah, it was a good Purple Sun from Contenta in the beginning. He got some good damage. The double Rev Crystal could have been pretty good on, like, a Dread Saurian. Like, double Rev Crystal plus a Life Salon would have been really fun for FFA. Boxagors, 1,900 value on that one. Chameleon Skinks got swarmed, obviously. I couldn't defend them, really. Yeah, no, little dudes did their part. Nakai, 1384. 25 on Azag, really not terrible considering. The Jedi Master. Lewin did some work too, for sure. Yeah, not bad. But nobody, yeah, that was the thing. The Empire kind of got to run rampant because I fought the Greenskins and then the Empire just, and Bretonnians kind of flanked those other fights. Yeah, look at that. Azag did his piece. For Zero's army, Toddy, 3,400, an absolute beast for sure. And wagons, of course, always pretty much pay for themselves in FFA. They're really good. GG. All right, guys, one more FFA game. Jump in here. We can then do some 1v1s after that to close things out. We'll call it a day from there. No cane, no gain. All right. What map do we want to do? We just did the Desert Canyon. We'll do the dreaded Warpstone Crater. That map is so janky. Oh my god. Oh, no, it's so miserable. Oh, all right, fine. We'll do Warpstone Crater. I talked it up. We got to back it up. So this time around, games might be region based. I'm not sure. It's very like inconsistent. Sometimes some Europeans can see my lobbies. Sometimes they can't. It's just stupid. All right. Right. Cult of Sotek. Yeah, Boris is only for multiplayer. Yeah. He's only for multiplayer. So we got vampire counts here for the Red Devil. We have no cane, no gain. We can go for Tomb Kings. Tomb Kings could be fun. We're in the desert. There's sand. You know, that's their jam. They love that. So, all right, let's have some fun. Let us have some fun, my friends. You guys ready for some Tomb Kings? Uh-huh. We got Dark Elves. Okay, pretty much everyone's just going to avoid the Dwarves. That's already an established norm here. Sorry, Dwarves. Nobody's going to fight. Okay, nobody wants to fight Dwarves or Vampire Counts. That's something to be considered too. I guess I'd rather fight Dwarves than Vampire Counts, probably, with this army I'm bringing. Yeah. Okay, looks fun. And can we get you on something or other? All right. Snakes on a plane. There'll be some snakes. There'll be some snakes for sure. Yeah, snake people. They're coming for you. Probably just the basic variant of those is good. Then we get some Nehekar Horsemen. And I think that probably does the trick. Of course I want to get a casket, but this map is very, very weird. I want dwarves to get an update so bad. Yeah, Harley, it probably going to be some time before the dwarves get touched. Yeah, sadly. The poor Dowie just neglected in the shadows, all cold and alone. Maybe we just upgrade these. Let's just upgrade, man. Yeah. So we got the chariot stuff, which is fun. Get one skeleton horseman, I guess. Sure. That army seems fine. All right, guys. I think I'm good to go. You're going to like it. It's a pretty fun little army. I think it's got some flavor, got some spice, got some texture, some good seasoning. Oh, let's downgrade these, though. Yeah, we can get something better. Get another Nehekar horseman instead. Yes. Good Anakin, let the hate flow. And Nehekar horseman. Great. All right, I'm ready. We're good to go. Let's claim the desert for the Tomb Kings. For Cetra. Hey, Trill, yeah, you caught the stream. Yeah, it's got to be pretty early in the morning for you over in Norway, man. Jeez. Contende. Well, you know, Black Orcs are good. Stone Trolls are good. Azag is good. But Contende, it wasn't necessarily my army that crushed your army. It was more so that you got flanked by the Bretonnians that had terror-causing units in your back line, so then your trolls all ran. You kind of got screwed, to be honest. Yeah. Oh, Jedi Master, no worries. No worries at all. So the time is upon us. Let's see if Cetra can claim the desert. Looks like everyone's ready, except Steve Rogers here. His name is Steve Rogers backwards, basically, yeah. So we got some fun videos coming this weekend. Tomorrow we'll either have a surprise ECL Oh, okay, Contende, got it, yeah. We'll either have a surprise ECL or tomorrow we'll have a single faction tournament. I'm not sure which one we're going to do, but I'm thinking about having a single faction tournament tomorrow where basically it's a long form tournament, but all the players basically just pick one army and that's all you play the entire way through. So it's like Faction Wars, but different because there can be multiple entries for each faction. So that one's always fun to see. Plus, if you're like someone who just likes to play one or two factions, it's a good opportunity for you to get in there. And Horned One Rev Crystal build, it could be okay. The problem is that the Horned Ones will outrun the Rev Crystal. Yeah. And you'll be in a little bit of a tricky pickle there. Yeah. He had a very nice first battle. Yeah, the Bretonnian player, he picked up the Jedi Master. He picked up the FFA tactics pretty quick of like not taking bad fights and backstabbing. It was beautiful. It was a beaut. All right, Wookie, thank you for joining. After this, we'll do some 1v1s and we'll call it a night. So we'll have another stream tomorrow. Probably single faction. I'm kind of itching for that. Maybe we'll do a poll at the end. See what you guys think. Or maybe I'll just do a poll in the community section of the channel. Yeah. Kind of an interesting FFA map. This one's really huge. Like, because you have all this like low ground area where you can fight too, so it just becomes an absolute circus. Yeah. So we brought a surfing Cetra build. It's just ready to go roll through the desert. So we have chariots, which are going to be led by the Master of Chariots himself, Cetra. So he's on his Chariot of the Gods. We have Skeleton Horsemen just to defend ourselves. And then we have some sneaky Snake Knights here and here, like so. And Nehakar Horsemen in the backfield. So yeah, very mobile army. Trying to think who's around us. Yeah, this is the story of a girl. Over here. I guess we just see what people have, right? We can evaluate that dwarf army. I mean, chariots against dwarves aren't bad, so we could, but dwarves are just, it's so hard to get points off them quickly that when you're doing that, like everybody else is getting like better engagements, right? So it's like, it can be a little bit unfortunate. Yeah. This is a Mortan Cetra. Yeah. A little bit of a Mad Max thing going, for sure. Yeah. Zero Infantry Chimp Kings, I'm all about this. Yeah, it'll be fun. Cetra is such a cool character. Look at him. He's got just this angry... You know that guy grinds his teeth when he sleeps. Just munching on his teeth there. Looking around here. We will see. We have Curse Blades as well as Narrow's Incantation. Those are probably two of the best spells in that particular lore. Alright, so the Dowie are... Alright, let's just go. Yeah, dwarves seem like a more choice target than the vampires. Vampires probably have Blood Knights, and like Blood Knights are not going to be fun for us. Yeah, Blood Knights, okay. The Dark Elves have a lot of kite, so yeah, we don't want to have anything to do with them. We'll just go fight the dwarves, that's fine. Dwarves have mostly infantry. It looks like it is going to be Grombrindle, so we got to watch out for flash bombs. We can go get involved over here with these guys, though. We can go start poking at some vampire stuff. Yeah, it's fine. Come on, snakes. Go be sneaky. Let's go. All right. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Bugman's Rangers. Yeah. There's some targets. There's some targets here for the dwarves. I think this is the better choice, to be honest. All right. We don't want to be shooting zombies. Yeah. We mainly want to shoot flyers. Let's go ahead and take fire off Will and just kind of park down here and evaluate our options. We're not in any rush. Chariots, come and go. There they go. The reverse Thunderdome, I know. This map's pretty cool, though. Alright, shooting at Vargeist is good points for us. We just have to stay away from Grombrindle. That's like the biggest thing. Because Grombrindle can hurt Cetra pretty bad if we're not careful. Let's get you guys lined up. Prepare a charge. Snakes and snakes. We're shooting at the bat people as they run. So that looks good. Okay, yeah, I'm good to go here. Yeah, let's push. Let's do it. Alright, Cetra's gonna run through these troops. Nice one right there. Ulthar's Raiders are coming in, so let's see how this is going. Are we getting any volleys? Doesn't look like it. So we can pull back and just kind of sit under here for now. Alright, so let's go ahead and get you guys under here. Nehakar Horseman can kind of lurk on this side, and Cetra can just keep surfing, basically. Go and go. You guys can start wasting those Rangers with great weapons. We could use the Wrath of Petra, but I don't know if we need to. Let's go ahead and get on the Rangers up here. Yeah, the Chariots are going to do a bunch of damage. Man, Cetra's Chariot hits really, really hard. Shades are actually a good target for us, too. So let's go ahead and pile in, see if we can get on you guys. Go around there on the back. These Dwarf Warriors are getting crumped by Cetra. And good, Anakin, good. Bring the Snake Knights. Bring them. Snake Knights are coming. Let's go ahead and see if we can hit the Dark Elves with some of these guys. Yeah, that'd be good. Gotta give the Dark Elves some love, too. Cool, so we're getting some really good points. Definitely buttering up the Dwarven army a little bit. We got Chariots all up in their shit. Grombrindle's kind of looking a little bit lost and confused down there. We definitely want to hit the Dark Elves, too, if we can. Let's see if we can get these guys out so we don't get trapped. All right, Gromby's coming. We just have to make sure Cetra doesn't get caught by Gromby. That's the biggest thing. Sneaky Snake Cavalry. What choices do we have here? We have a couple. Let's go ahead and just pile in there. The other Sneaky Cavalry can just kind of defend here, and it looks like we were able to butter down the Shades, so... Isn't it funny how everyone just, like, ignores the Undead army? They're like, nope, I'm good. I'm good, I don't need any of that. No, thank you. Dovizenya. Alright. So, pulling back with the Chariots, looks like a couple of them are getting the business from these Dwarf Warriors, so we'll kind of reform ranks here. Our Bowmen, our Skeleton Horsemen Archers, we probably want to have them start working on the Vampire counts, I would say. Yep, that's nice. We got some of the Dark Elf skirmish off the map here. But we do need... Yeah, we're doing good on points, but so are the Dwarves. Man, the Dwarves are getting a lot of points here. Jeez Louise. And do we go into the Skeleton Warriors? Probably not. Yeah, let's just go on these Dread Spears here. We can go ahead and use the... I probably should use some frigging magic here, you know? I don't know. I feel like it's not even worth it. So, let's just save our wins, right? Like, we need these Sneaky Snake Cavalry, too, to effectively deal with... Man, Dark Elves are getting a shit ton of points, too. Oh, it's the Burning Head. Okay, that's good. That's really, really good. So what can we start shooting with the Undead army? Yep, okay, Corsairs are down. A couple of our Chariots are very damaged. We still have one full unit. Sneaky Cavalry are really doing a ton of damage. And, yeah, let's kind of regroup over here and get these guys going, and these Cavalry can go chase down those Rangers. All right, so the Chariots have gotten away. Let's go get these Dwarf Warriors here. And now, the Vargheists, I feel like I can handle the Dark Elf army, but the Vampire army is my concern. So let's go see if we can lend some aid over here. So we'll put Fire on Will back on. Yeah, our Cav are really, really doing a number, though, for sure. But yeah, the Vampires are coming. We need the Vampires to, like, soften a little bit against the Dwarves. So then we can really do our thing. We'll go ahead and use Faucet Protection on these guys here. Acropolis Knights, which are in combat. And where are the Vargheists at? Okay, they're pretty damaged, actually, too. Looks like the Dark Elves were able to get some good damage. Great. Alright, so our mobile force is doing okay. We got Blood Knights here. I do have the blade here. Yeah, it looks like we did good. Alright, let's... Grombrindle's up there. Let's pull back. I don't want to take any damage on Cetra until I have to. Let's go get these Dwarf Warriors and pull these Snake Cav back. You guys just keep creeping. Creep around here. Can just have them start swarming here. We'll turn off Fire at Will, save some ammunition. Alright, Cetra, how you doing? Save the Wrath of Petra, save the Cursed Blades. We have a lot of fighting to do. We're not in first place. Dark Elves are pretty far ahead, but I think Dark Elves are eliminated more or less. So let's just get whatever points we can. The Dwarves are a nice buffer between us and the other forces here. But I just can't find any good targets to shoot. There are some Graveguard. Graveguard are actually exceptional for us to fire at. 2 Blood Knights full health with Vlad von Karstein. That's pretty scary, man. That's very, very scary. Yeah, I see the White Dwarf coming for me. He wants that. He wants that business there. Let's pull around the back. I don't know. Yeah, he's screening me pretty well with that. Okay, those guys are shattered. Yeah, the Dwarfs just do not yield a lot of points, man. They do not. Okay, so we're trying to get away here. Let's go ahead and pop Faw's Protection just in case he does hit us. We can pull in the Sneaky Snake Cav. Nope, looks like we got away. Okay, no problem. Excellent. So pull back over here. Let's get you guys up on the high ground, and we can go ahead and get the Nehekar Horsemen to just go butter up these zombies. Just, you know, it's 100 points. It's whatever. It's something to consider. Yeah, really, really nice vortexes. Ooh, man, that was a beauty there from the Dark Elves. Really, really put them up in a pretty high position at first place. Yep, let's go. Get the zombies. Get the Rangers here. And, yeah, those Blood Knights are going to be a problem. Although Cetra, with buffing up, maybe can do some good work. Alright, we're almost at 7,000 points. Yeah, Dark Elves, man, really killing it on the points. Really, really doing very well for themselves. How are we doing? These Graveguard? Those are Skeleton Warriors. Okay, we could use Wrath of Petra here. Although I think saving Wrath of Petra for the Blood Knight Blob is better. Okay. Are we going to get enough? Yeah, we need to get some goodies going here. So let's get aggressive. We have the Blood Knights in an engagement here. So Cetra and the Chariots are coming. Let's go ahead. It looks like this character is down, so let's start shooting at the Vargeists. And do I want to take a snake engagement here? We do have the high ground, which is nice. We do have the high ground. Keep moving across. How are the Nehekar horsemen doing? It looks like they're trapped in a couple zombies. Okay, we can blitz down here, actually. Although Blood Knights are nearby. I think now's a decent time to just push in and try and get some freebies off this vampire army. Position our skeleton archers back there. And, yeah, the Blood Knights are pretty close by, though. They're pretty close by. Yep, alright, so let's pull our Snake Knights back, and let's get all of you shooting into the Blood Knights here. Damage is damage, and we can go ahead and use Wrath of Petra right now to try and nuke this blob, and we can go ahead and use this on the Necropolis Knights. Let's pull those Necropolis Knights back, send the Nehekara horsemen. But we probably want to get them in open field a little bit. Let's go finish off these zombies. Alright, Chariot's back. Let's get out of here. Vampires are very scary. Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening. Hopefully Cetra can get away, though. Jeez. Maybe not. Okay, we might have to charge back in with our Snake Knights. Okay, Vargeists are landing. That's free real estate. We can kill them really quick. Cetra's doing his thing. Let's get the Nehekara horsemen in there. At least one unit to sacrifice themselves. And now we can go ahead and just pile into the Blood Knights here. I think that's an okay fight. So we'll go ahead and give the Cursed Blades Overcasted, which imbues a bonus first large. You just kind of move into them. How are we doing here? Yeah, I think we're doing okay. We pop that. Snake Knights are fighting. We have archer support. Make sure to shoot into these Blood Knights. Yeah, thankfully Vlad's over there too. Vlad is a little bit out of position, which is nice. Maybe we can give some buffering here. Yeah, let's pull these guys in. That'll help kind of crowd clear. Yeah, the Blood Knights are taking a lot of damage, actually. Let's go ahead and give Phos Protection again. That'll give 44% physical resist, makes the Blood Knights far less effective here. And the Snake Cavalry are actually better in sustained combat. Blood Knights typically do very well off their charge bonus, but yeah. I'm just a poor boy from a poor family. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yep, we're getting there, man. Come on, Cetra. We need you over in the more important area. Finish that last Vargeist. Okay, it looks like they might be pulling back here. So we can add those guys to that group. We can pull them back now, which is fine. And Cetra can definitely kill this Necromancer very, very quickly. My opponent's not careful. Pull the Chariots back too. There's some dwarves over there. Let's go get them. Alright, so Cetra, run over the Necromancer. Should be able to kill him in like a couple attacks. He's really, really good at taking out those foot-based characters. And then our Snake army can just charge into the infantry again while Cetra hopefully kills this guy. We'll see. Yep. Take him on a little escort. Looks great. Pull back. We have the Nehekar horsemen. How are we doing on ammo? Yeah, Blood Knights are in the danger zone. I think despite the fact that we are in last right now, I think we're going to get enough points to win it. Because our army's pretty healthy too. The management has been effective this game. Man, Cetra, can you do a little something here? Let's do this to blow up some of these chaff units here. Okay. And yeah, just keep wailing on the Blood Knights. Alright, pile in. Screw it, guys. Just get in there. Yeah, get on the Graveguard. Cetra, you keep doing your thing. We Curse Blades you. Just trigger the passive, more importantly. And, ooh, we better be careful here. A little bit scary. Blood Knights are coming in for one last hoorah. Although they are crumbling, but we should be able to get away with most of our army. Cetra can go ahead and get the Phos Protection on himself. And then we'll just leave him to fight. That will then allow us to pull back our Snake Cavalry. Maybe finish off this Necromancer really quick. And yeah, get our Nehekar horsemen in there too. Yeah, looking pretty good. I think we'll get last man standing here. We should get all the points for this vampire army too. And let's just keep peppering. I bet you these skeleton horsemen have really, really been in good shape. What's health on that guy? He's at about 1,000. The Nehekar horsemen doing a good job. We have Curse Blades for him in a couple seconds. Wrath of Petra up as well. The Dark Elves just have this Sorceress of Fire just cackling up in the sky. Just rubbing her palms together. Just greedily. Yeah. Alright, so let's finish this guy. Cetra over here. Our Snake Cav are doing great. Let's see the value of this game on these guys. 1,300, not bad. And then the other one's got about 1,200, okay. Certainly not terrible. Let's get us around here, although I think she's just trying to get me on a Burning Head, so I'm just going to pull back. Yeah, because I don't want to get Burning Headed, so we'll turn on fire at will. Just let him, kite and fight there. Vlad, Vlad is very tanky, but characters that counter him, Cetra on Chariot is definitely one of them. Alright, let's give Curse Blades, Anti-Large to our Necropolis Knights. You guys come back in, and then pull you around. What are these down here? Sternsmen? Yeah, let's go get them. That's Value City. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was going to get the Sorceress. Holy shit, 3,800 value on that Sorceress. That's pretty nuts. That is pretty wild. All right, Sternsman should get finished off. We'll pop the Blade, although probably should have saved it for Vlad, but that's okay. Go Nakai. No, Nakai just died horribly and did nothing. Yeah, as you would expect from Nakai. All right, so let's pull you around. We can get a big flanks around if we want to. As a matter of fact, Norgamling's Ironbreakers are almost broken. Let's go see if we can help break that situation. Let the snakes do their business. We'll let the snake watch. Now that Sorceress is coming back, although I'm pretty sure there's nothing on the ground, so it's just going to break and shatter. All right, let's go that character. Looks like the Ironbreakers are broken. Now it's time for Setcher to come fight Vlad, which I think will be very fun. Yeah, we'll get last man standing. That's how we have to win. So we need to minimize the points that the vampires get. Yeah, looks like the Sorceress is going to land too. No, don't give points to Vlad. Give them to me. Okay, it broke. Good. All right, Setcher is coming. He's coming for blood. Setcher should do pretty well here. Curse Blades. We can do Faucet Protection too, just stack all the buffs. Alright, time to escort Vlad around the map for like 20 minutes. No! Be gone, foul Sorceress! Alright, let's get this Sorceress. Screw that shit. God, chariot animations are so weird sometimes. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Alright, Setcher appears to have done pretty well this game. He's got 2,100 value, which isn't terrible. Not as crazy as I've ever seen, but certainly respectable. Setcher can keep battling here. Oh, High Elves are actually a decent faction, and High Elves are actually really, really strong in FFA. If you just go High Elf flying healing monster squads and just goon shit, like, you typically will win. High Elves are really a strong FFA faction. So are Wood Elves. Like, any faction that you don't have to be static and you can, like, pick your fights is definitely really, really good. Alright, looks like Vlad's in weak binding here. We have the Duel of Duels. Let's go ahead and give Foz protection to get that ward safe. Yes. Although Vlad has the high ground. Setcher seems to be doing well here in this fight. Yeah, 3,000 value on Setcher. All right, he's working Vlad down. We're giving him the tribal duel. He says, no Setcher, please. Setcher 1v1 he's calling for. I mean, Vlad might win it if I don't cycle charge. If I just stay here, then, I don't know. He might still get it. It's hard to say. Oh, man. Yeah, Dwarves struggle in FFA because they, yeah, it looks like he's winning. His horses, the bite of those horses is mighty indeed. Man, instantly going up to like 4,000 value. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to look at that High Elf mod, but I will. I'm sure it's great. I mean, if Elcon likes it, he's obviously knows High Elves a lot better than me, so they're one of his main factions. My Snake Knights are just perching. Bone Hoof! Oh, you're in trouble now, dude. I got my sword. Yes, the Sword of Doom. Come on, Settra. Yeah, we got 4 horses on there, baby. All right. GG, well played. Settra, he did well. Say 4,200. Okay, most of that's against Vlad. The Knights did fine. Horsemen did okay. All paid for themselves. Chariots, yeah, partial performance from them. Now for the Red Devil, Vlad, 5,000 value, Vlad. Holy shit! Look at that. Damn, that's some serious stuff. Blood Knights got 25 and 14, but Vlad with, I don't think I've ever seen Vlad get 5,000 value. Well played, Red Devil. For Steve Rogers, 21 here. Shades, unfortunately, he kind of got surrounded a little bit too. And the poor dwarves, they just always get sandwiched in FFA. Or they get ignored or sandwiched, which is tough. GG, well played. Too focused on Vlad's Winds of Death. Yeah, I hear you guys. So now it's time for 1 or 2 battles here. And then we'll close out the stream with that. And we'll be back tomorrow with some sort of action. I'm not sure what, but should be fun. Thanks again for joining tonight, guys. It's been fun. It's been fun indeed. All right. So we are facing the red. Let's go ahead and get the blocker up. The dreaded Wookiee appears. And he wants Skaven. So I'm going to go Dark Elves. I have a fun build for you guys here that I've been using. It's not like a good build, but it's fun. And yeah, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Perfect. Overcasted Wind of Death on Shade and Ironbreakers. Oh, okay, that's what it is. I was like, yeah, Vlad usually doesn't get that much value. There's something funky was going on there. Some sort of witchcraft. All right, that looks fine to me. Looks good. You guys are going to like this build. On top of that, there's no Soul Stealer, so it's even more fun. Even more fun indeed. And no Soul Stealer today. Kevin, I got someone even better for you right now. Yeah. It's even more fun than Rapunzel, I think. I don't know. You can be the judge of it once we get in there. But yeah, I'm already set here. I don't want to switch on my opponent when he's already preparing for this army, so. All right, looks fine. And what else do we want? Oh yeah, that's the fun stuff here. That's the spice of life. Yes, good. Good, Anakin, good. Well, no idea how this is going to go, but let's give it a try. Ready. Good luck to my opponent. The dreaded Skaven versus Dark Elves here. Hey, Trill, I'm glad you think this is more fun than Hollywood movies, yeah. Yeah, no Kane, no gain. That map was not good for you either. That map is a weird one. That one's very weird. Breakfast with Turin, yeah, might as well be. I really want to learn PvP, but have no clue how to build armies. Your boy Blue, oh, is that a reference to old school? If it is, I love it. But yeah, if you honestly just watch my UCLs and big tournaments, and you can see like how people build their armies, you'll start to get more of a grasp of like what works, what doesn't, why they pick certain units. Really, it's just repetition and familiarizing yourself. It's like when I wanted to get good at 40K, I just started watching competitive 40K battle reports. And for the first like 10 games, I was clueless. But after then, I started to recognize patterns and movements and decision making. It's just kind of like that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So, but give it a chance, man. Give it a chance. And if you want to join our Discord too, if we have a mod that can link it, that'd be great. Turn, we can kind of see what you're picking. Yeah, Wookiee does need to be wider. So Tech, you're right. He's not thick enough there, but it's still, my opponent would really have to like really be looking to see. And I don't think that's going to be the case. All right. I mean, if it is, you know, so be it. If I lose, I mean, I don't care. Who cares? It is what it is. So, yes, we have Helebron James on foot. She's going to be dunking all over the Skaven today, hopefully. Helebron James. I think that's one of the favorite nicknames we've all come up with together. So we got Corsairs and Bleak Swords. Helebron James is going to be running on this side. She's going to run there, so she has a little bit more cover. We bring Shades just to creep up and snipe like high-value targets. They're harder to hit with mortars because they're invisible. Sorceress and Manticore summoning. We got 2 and 2 Dark Riders on each side to flank and deal with little Wolf Rats, Slaanesh Harvesters, and the Harpies can also be vanguarded over here is fine, yeah. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. We'll give him another 15 seconds here to set up, and then we'll start the queue. No spears, baby. We're going in aggressive. Yeah, Dread Spears are probably a little bit overall better, but Bleak Swords can break through Skaven Slaves faster. So we're just trying like a Helebron rush. Yeah, foot LeBron James. I know. Yeah, it's time. All right, I think he's ready. See how this goes. Let's creep. Creep here on the sides. Get you guys going, and you guys go there as well. All right. So we got a Warp Lightning Cannon, we got Skrulk Daddy, a couple globes. Ooh, he's actually got some Doom Flayers. That's a bit of a problem. My army doesn't really have too many good answers against Doom Flayers. So where are the Doom Flayers? Okay, they're over here. So let's pull the Harvesters to fight them. Harpies can kind of keep creeping over here. And the Shades and company need to move up like so. Very good. So we got a decent position to the back. If we could just break the leadership of those guys, that'd be nice. How far are the Doomfire Warlocks? Pull you back, get the Doomfire Warlocks ready to go. It looks like Warp Lightning Cannon shooting at you. And pull these Harpies around the back as well. And Helebron needs to kind of just beeline it in there. And how are we doing here? Okay, we should be able to catch them. So let's get under these Doom Flayers so they can't escape. And you notice how we're pulling the infantry away? We don't need to give them like any good engagements, right? So Mark of Pain, do this, and then we can surround, pull you and you. Just like so. All right. So next things, you know, you would think I'd have to charge into the globes, right? But I don't. I have Shades. So I can basically just do this. Summon a Manticore here and just, you know, kind of harass a little bit. We've picked that unit, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. All right, Harpies, just fly overhead. It's got a bunch of Veshan Triads and different units kind of lurking there. But now the Shades actually kill globes really quick. It's one of my favorite kind of techs. You just bring them against globes, and now we can just go after Skrulk here. Great, so once this breaks, we just chase it down with the, you know, kind of crappy infantry here. You can see the Globadiers are already getting melted. You can charge in the back just to kind of stress my opponent out a little bit. And yeah, we can get Hellebron James in there to fight, get some globes in there. And the Shades can just keep picking off the Globadeers. That's the plan. Very good. Go Manticore, do your piece. Caster, pull back, pull you guys in. Let's get all you guys around the side here. The Shades need to come back here, get the Bleak Swords moving in, and that should be fine. So let's move up like so. Skrulk's taking a little bit of poke and stroke. And now we can attack here, cycle charge here again, and set up shop. Great, so Hellebron James doing some good work. Globe's still giving us some problems though, so we need to relocate and start shooting at these globes right here just to make our infantry pretty much durable against him. And yeah, hopefully these dudes can do their job. Yeah, Clan Rat's actually breaking. We got Skrulk down to like half health, which I'm pretty happy about. So let's get these Corsairs moving in. And the other unit of the Globadeers is almost broken. Almost broken here. Yep, okay. Honestly, part of me doesn't really care too much to dodge that attack order. Oh, Skrulk, you do not want a part of Hellebron James. She is gonna go ham. All right, shoot at the Hell Pit Abomination. It looks like the globe teams are there. Charge into the back of the Clan Rats. And now there's only one globe left, so we can push in at this point. So let's move in with everyone. Do this, do this. Harvesters need to come back. I kind of forgot about them, to be honest. And these Corsairs can move up. So Hellebron's going to give it to Lord Skrulk super, super hard. Let's see if there's any way we can also... Yeah, we'll get another Manticore going. Come on, Hellebron James. Oh, we got to be careful. There's an assassin here. So you guys attack here. And let's go after Skrulk. Yeah, we can go after Skrulk, Daddy. Pop this. Pop the Gaze of Cain. Get the Manticore coming over here. And see what we can accomplish. All right, so Shades... Start shooting the Warp Lightning Cannon, pull you guys under, and have you go there. The Dark Riders in the back are stuck fighting that beastie. Alright, I feel like we're in good shape. Crows of Cain, you need to move in, get on that. Hellebron should kill Skrulk very, very quickly, if she can actually, like, reach him. Yeah, Corsairs, move in. Shades are just ripping targets at high-value targets, which is good, and we do have a Soul Stealer for this blob fight as well. Yeah, seems good. I think we're in good shape. I think we are in commanding position with this game. Hellebron, oh, dude, Hellebron. In the duel of duels with Lord Skrulk. Let's go ahead and pop Witch's Brew. She'll get real ape shit in there. We have Flock of Dooms, but I don't think Skaven should have too many threats left. Shade shoot here. And yeah, just kind of chase down all the Skaven. Get them off the battlefield, though. Those are Storm Vermin, so we don't want to mess with them too much. We can just swarm them here. Alright. How's oh my god, Hellebron is dying. How are you losing to Skrulk? Kill him! Kill him, Anakin! Oh my god, what a disappointment. Maybe maybe the Hell Pit was hitting her too. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. I was so excited to see how she'd perform there. I've had her do well against, you know, those type of characters in the past, but yeah, it's army losses there, so. To the replays? Yeah. GG. Yeah. I like the build. You see, it worked okay. The Shades really did well. A little bit of a misplay on his Doom Flayers, but aside from that, he just kept a tight formation mostly. Yeah. All right, so now it's time for another terrible lord. So we'll find another one. Skrull Curry. Yeah, Skrull is a little troll, isn't he? All right, we're playing Han Samurai of the Han clan. Oh, he dodged. Okay, that's fine. No Han Samurai for us. Skrulk is actually a really good duelist, believe it or not. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he probably Liebered me too, Eleanor. Yeah, it was probably just a combination of things. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that battle. I thought it was pretty fun. All right, one more. One more quick battle here. We'll go from there. Thanks again for joining tonight, guys. It's been a lot of fun. Melody Wallace, hey, crazy catching you in Tabletop Titans. Yeah, I watch all their videos. Tabletop Titans is super fun. Yeah, they have a great channel. All right, so let's go with the Warriors of Chaos. But what bad lords do they have? I mean, aside from a Chaos Lord, if we're on our bad lord kick. Skaven have plenty of bad lords to choose from. We could also go, hey, man. Welcome. No, you're all good, man. You're all good. Ah, terrible lords. So I'm trying to decide which one to use. You know, let's go Chaos. Yeah, Chaos for me. I'll surprise you guys with a treat. Don't worry. You're gonna love it. All right. So let's watch. Let's see what he picks. Don't you dare pick Vampire Counts. Don't do it to me. Kazarak. Oh yeah, Kazarak's another candidate for sure. Basic Chaos Lord is pretty trash. Yeah. We'll see. He might go with Beastmen. Okay, he's Beastmen. Okay, I'm in trouble. The Tretch calls. Oh man, Sigvald's actually good though. Sigvald's really strong, so that doesn't make sense, unfortunately. Okay. So it's fine. I mean, the only option really is the basic Chaos Lord, right? With the Filth Mace. The Pendant of Slanesh. Oh, dude. Yeah, Contende has no chance now. He has no chance now. He's in big trouble, guys. This map is so weird, too. It's a very strange map. Alright. Let's bring you. That seems fine. We got some infantry, some good stuff. Good times for all. Good times for all. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's get one of those. A Chaos Dragon against Beastmen is a tall order. I mean, I could do it. You guys, okay, you know what? I feel like if we're going in for it, we got to go all out. All right. This build just became like 10 times worse. It just became really, really bad. And yeah, we'll try our best. We'll try our best to make it work, man. God, that's so janky. What items does he have? Hopefully he's memeing a little bit too, so I have a chance. Although, you know, I think I could cheese something out with this. All right. Throw some chevrons on here at the last second. I think we're good to go. It's not a Chaos Lord on foot. Oh, you want some aspiring champs? Shit, I already hit the start button when I looked. No, foot Archaon isn't bad. Yeah, foot Archaon is formidable. This has to be the dreaded Chaos Lord on a dragon. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's the mighty dragon character. Here it comes. Volksgrad. Oh, look, terrible lord on a terrible map. Volksgrad is such a strange map. Alright, so we got the Chaos Dragon, which looks really cool. That's for sure. You got a Hell Cannon sitting there chilling. Got some halberds to kind of protect it. And then our front line is going to be you. Although, hold on. How do we want to do the front line? Yeah, should be fine. Like that. Cool. And then these guys can kind of square up the rest of the front line here. I do like halberds. And I'm like, okay, maybe the Chaos Dragon can go and pick off, like, you know, best scores and things like that with breath attacks. I don't really know, to be honest. We're going to keep a tight formation because it's Beastmen and, you know, probably going to be swarming my shit. Router Horsemasters as well. And, yeah, we got some hounds to chase shit off the field. You know, that should be fun. Get some here, and then we can have some in ambush there and 5 here. All right. Guys, look, it's the Chaos Lord and the Dragon. The mightiest of Chaos champions. Dark Fire of Chaos. Good against armor. Ooh, look at that. Pendant, Slanesh, and Filth Mace. And fire damage. So, in theory, I'm thinking maybe I get in there and just, you know, kill Morker in a couple seconds. Granted, it'll probably be Kazrak. We'll see. Hey, Melody, thanks again for the donation. Contende, rallying the cows in chat. So you can be 4, and then you guys can be 3. Where is this? Hell Cannon 6, and then 5. All right. We're ready. Let's get this party started. Could be some sort of a vanguard. Maybe I should deploy a little bit further back here. We're chilling here to defend. It's not that late where I am. It's like 9 o'clock. Yeah. Don't stream snipe me, bro. I know you're hanging out in chat. You better not be watching. You have to experience this just like everyone else. Oh, how did I forget Burning Head? Shit, that would have been really good against Beastmen. Oh well. Yeah, it's 9 p.m. right now. Yeah, plus 40 melee attack. You know, it's not terrible. So. Oh god. Well, he probably brought like a Kazrak like chariot rush or some shit. Yeah, it could be anything. All right, so he's got Vestigors, which is actually really good for us because we have the Hell Cannons. Yeah, so let's go start skirmishing a little bit. Block this army. Go ahead and square up a little bit. I have no idea what's coming. What are these raiders? Oh, okay, shit. We got some raiders here. All right, let's just hammer into them real quick. And these guys can do a little bit of skirmishing. Yep, a little freebie. That's fine. We'll take it. And we'll pull back with the Horsemasters and just kind of chill. We got to be careful. We don't want to take too much damage on the dragon. You know, it's not the tankiest of beasts, so. But that damage in the front, not bad. Not bad for sure. I'm gonna just juke with the dragon a little bit. Hell Cannon, still shooting Bestigors? Yeah, it still is. Okay, well, there we go. Cool, so they're all switched back onto fire at will mode. So we're gonna need to get some breath attacks for sure. Let's get you guys in the trees, getting ready to party. Basic Gores are coming out to play. Mirror Guard will intercept them, and you guys should be able to take them out. Pull you guys back, and now the Lord can go in and get ready to go. All right, so let's do this, and see if we can do some damage here. Yeah, should be fun. Pull around the back. How are you doing? Kazarak should die to the Chaos Lord, especially if we drop the dreaded Flaming Sword of Ruin. Let's get the halberds moving in there, and see what happens. All right. Okay, you guys are on the back. I have no idea how this is going. It looks like Kazarak is not dying, despite all the massive amount of DPS I put into this situation. Oh, looks like a little Vile Tide coming in. That's pretty cool. All right, throw. Looks like there's some dudes coming around the back. Let's get some Marauders piling in. The dreaded Kazarak versus the Chaos Lord. This is the fight of the century. The Chaos Lord should just dominate him in combat, but for some reason he's not, which is really a shame. All right, Chaos Lord. Okay, we need to pull back at this point. Let's go ahead and start throwing at you guys. Over here. Hell Cannon, keep going into the Vestigors. And get the dragon up. We need to go get some breath attacks on the other homies here. All right, Dark Fire of Chaos. Go. Oh, they're kind of disconjointed. It's not going to do that much damage. That's a shame. All right, we got some more hounds. Pull around the side. Dragon Man. You can pull these Marauders back. Get the Hell Cannon continuing to go. And these hounds, yeah, can just maybe go break those gore herds down. It's hard to say. Oh, wrong button there. Pull you guys back. How's the dragon doing? Marauder Horse Masters keep throwing, and you guys keep going. All right, let's bring the boom. Let's bring the Kevin James. Need to throw into those guys. Looks like those gores were able to stabilize. We have some ambushes in the shadows here, and looks like potentially another target for us to go after. Oh no, Kazarak is too strong. Let's see if we can get him right here. Yeah, we need to get the Kazarak. We can collapse some of these Ungors real quick. We might be able to catch Kazarak. It's hard to say. Yeah, we'll try here. Oh, the dragon did the big roundabout attack, which is unfortunate. Getting Kazarak's probably our best chance at getting this game here. We'll see if we can. All right. Okay, we got an attack, which is good. Our Horse Masters, how are they doing? It looks like we've been able to break that position. Come on! We need you to kill Kazarak! Do something! Do something, dragon! Oh my god, that's like our whole strategy. Come on, get Kazarak! Why can't you kill him? Jeez, it's a chariot versus a huge souped up dragon. Oh god. Okay, that's probably GG. I don't see us coming back from that. And the dragon just wasn't able to get its prey, unfortunately. We'll try. Maybe the dragon will get away. I mean, Kazarak is close to death, but the problem is our Hell Cannon is very, very exposed now. Come on, Hell Cannon. Pull back, Sorcerer of Chaos. Did our Dragon Lord come back? No, just some hounds. Okay. That's fine. Just get here. Get these guys. Pull around here. Just keep skirmishing. Yeah, just keep kiting the Vestigors, I guess. Oh my god. That Chaos Sorcerer Dragon, that was so terrible. I have never seen such an atrocity before. Okay, can we get Kazarak here? Maybe? He's trapped in halberds. At least the Chaos Warriors can do it. Come on, get him! Shoot him with a fireball! Oh god! Shoot it! Shoot her! Oh, he's almost dead! Alright, let's pull back, you guys. Hell Cannon is offline. God, Chaos Dragon, what a disappointment. Yeah, dragons just kind of definitely low-key suck right now. I don't know what it is. Sometimes they make contact, but typically the type of characters they should kill best are like chariot type characters, right? Because of the nature of their mass. Kazarak will die to some Warhounds now, which is going to be funny. But that's pretty much our only consolation prize. Kazarak has proven he is greater than the mighty Chaos Sword on the dragon. Because that was kind of my bet. I invest a lot of money in sniping him in all my spells, and if we couldn't do it, we pretty much lose to his infantry. Unless the Chaos Dragon is alive in the late game and can then deal with the infantry and things like that. All right, we got Kazarak. That's cool. Both memes have gone down together as one in solidarity. Let's keep you guys pulling back. Mirror Guard, move back into. Oh my god. I gotta take a look at that. Kazarak outdueled the shit out of that Chaos Dragon. Like, I don't know what it was, man. He just gave him the dirty. How are the Horse Masters doing? They still... Horse Masters are pretty good. They do pretty well against Beastmen in general. Usually get their value back. And what do we have here? Yeah, Cascading Fire Cloak. Why is this game not over yet? Yeah, it should be in a second. Should be in a second. There you go, Mighty Chaos Warhounds. Collapse into the Ungor Raiders. Get a mass break there. Send a message. But this is really the meat of this army, right? They have a lot of stuff over there, so. Hey, look at that. It's like a route going on here. I have no idea what's happening. This Chaos Sorcerer Lord, let's see what his value is. 500? Okay, that's not bad. GG! Khazrak, too strong. Strong for me. I can't stop him. I felt like the Chaos Dragon just didn't hit anything. Yeah. Hey, you guys get a moo out of this. You got to see Khazrak dunking on shit. It's not often. Yeah, Khazrak, 1,300 value. Hey, look at that. Dragon got 15, so pretty much half its cost. Yeah, Chaos Dragon breath attacks do okay, for sure. Hell Cannon, about 900, yeah. Really, it just came down to the Dragon not doing his job. Because we needed him to deal with the Bestigors after killing Khazrak with our big Alpha Strike, but it just didn't work. Contende did a good job supporting, too. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed the group stages. If you didn't, I would recommend going back to check them out. It was certainly some very fun matches with Archaon, Morkur, Tyrion, and Malekith the Witch King. Pretty serious stuff. Dude, let the moves go. Let the moves go, yeah. Chaos Lord on a Dragon just so freaking bad. Oh, God. He couldn't even hit Khazrak. Of all characters. Khazrak. It was super intense. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. It was fun. We'll see you next time. We'll be back. Tomorrow we have some sort of a tournament. I'm not sure what. Yes, the Chaos Dragon did get more than Nakai. That is very, very true. Thank you to Melody Wallace, El Mustard Tiger, Kevin Robinson, Ruin for the 115, Samson, Ishmael Milan, Joe Leonard, Byron Hool, Luther Abel. Thank you guys all so much. It was a fun stream. Go back, check it out. If you want to see me lose at chess, you can see that. If you guys want to see the group stages, it was in the beginning. We also had some FFAs. Well played to Contende. It was a really fun game. He showed the might of the Dark Lord Khazrak. His build was pretty good. Aside from Khazrak, of course. That was his weak link. Usually in this build, you would bring Sigvald, and then you would bring some Chaos Spawn to like help you fight. That's kind of the jam you go. And you also cut the Hell Cannon. Hell Cannons, in my experience, aren't super good here. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks again. Stay safe. Take care. Appreciate you all. And we'll be back with the stream probably sometime tomorrow. Cheers, guys.